Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy holidays. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us tonight. What a show. It is, it's getting very close to the holidays, and we are so proud to still be bringing the most amazing jewelry, maybe some last minute gift ideas. Listen, I think that we got a lot of one-of-a-kinds here that if they don't need gold color change, they can go right out to you tomorrow. So there are great options to get to you in time for what is a week from tonight. So what we're going to see is some really special pieces, some last call items, some popular items, some brand new. That has really been a thrill lately, hasn't it, to bring you the brand new designer pieces we've been bringing over the last couple of days. We've got in multicolored diamonds, because I know if you've been with me the last couple of days, we've seen some really fantastic designs that are new in the multicolored. So yellows, champagnes, pinks, fawns, the like. We're going to bring you one ring today. Is going to go. They all have. Every single piece is gone. We're going to bring you a band ring with about 2 carats in diamonds, all bigger stones. And then I also have something we've never brought before. They are cross earrings. They are multicolored diamond cross earrings, and they're actually a twofer. So you get to wear them as a cross drop earring, but also the whole drop is going to be removable from the hoop, so you can still have a great huggy hoop, and that's really exciting. So we have that on the way, as well as there's going to be some Tanzanite tonight. We've got a beautiful Tanzanite mint tourmaline, some gent styles as well. Our largest gents ring we do as far as gold weight is here. It was produced like 7-8 years ago. It's got a carat 10 in diamonds. It doesn't have to be just for the guys either. It's for any gal who loves a lot of gold, a lot of diamonds. Gold continues to climb, so we are bringing the exact opposite to you, bringing lower prices than even what we saw when we first launched these items, which were in this case years ago. So some very exciting opportunities that, let me just put it plainly and simply, you cannot buy fine jewelry today for the prices we are offering. And that can be said, I'm no fortune teller, but I will say with what's happening with gold, listen, things are only getting more expensive as time goes on. So if you're getting a great value today that we can't duplicate in present day, it just means all the more value as you're wearing and enjoying your jewelry as the days go on. So here's what we're going to do. We got some great discounts. Of course, our vault clearance continues with 10% off everything that you see in the show. I'm going to be very, very explicit with you about how much we have in quantity so that there's either an option to get it to you in time for Christmas or not. So if there are some last minute gift shopping, or let's face it, most of you guys are shopping for yourselves, right? Around here, that's what we do. It's not a selfish commentary. It's just that this is fine jewelry. Most of us pick it out for ourselves when it comes to really fine designer pieces that are really personal to our own taste. So all we need to do is find that piece you love. Maybe you could have it under the tree for a little something for yourself, a little to me from me. And that just matters if, again, if you have any questions on what can be shipped tomorrow and what can't, let us know. Your operators can handle that. Of course, I'm very, very transparent and open with you about what we have in stock, what's ready to go, and what can be out to you in time. Okay, we even have my designer key earrings. If you've never seen these, listen, if you're a new shopper the last couple of years, you've never seen them. We've got some key earrings that were modeled after my own, just my own, not my design, but just my own earrings that I wore once on the air, and I was told don't wear those again. You know why? Everybody wants them, we'll make them. So we made them for you. So those are on the way. There's even an incredible blue star sapphire. It's about almost 7 carats in size. They're just gorgeous rubies, zircons, you name it. And by the way, please give me your requests as well, because I came here today to make you happy. That's what we do. So this is where we're getting. Let me know if there's something you'd like us to bring out from the vault, show it to you, and give you the discount. Okay? So I'm going to set up our first item here. It's a really special pendant. So one only, of course, and it's going to be our really special stone we don't see all that often. It's chrome diopside. So welcome into a rarity around here and everywhere else. Listen, if it's something so rare that we don't bring it, that's pretty rare. It's 112-6474, because any given day on 3 hours a day with you, I'm going to show you a plethora of unique items. A really, really beautiful, who's who and what's what of the gem community and all the best of the best. So this is really one of those days where, well, we're going to see something we don't get to see. Russian chrome diopside in a 2 carat 95 round. Also has the 7 points in the diamonds right at the base there, where you see the diamonds and the gold wrap around your diaspore. It's going to be you know what, I'm going to just keep this one in white gold. That way you can just get it right out to you. Just an executive decision there. Let's also show you here that we've got a gorgeous larger bail. So you can see this from a distance away and how that's going to look. So you see that beautiful wraparound design. And then you've got a nice size bail where your chain's going to go on through, but it's still hidden in that design itself, which is so nice. Here's your length. It is over an inch, about an inch and an eighth there. Top to bottom in the white gold, great value on our round. And then of course we'll take it on over the neckline, show you what that that looks like from a distance away so you can see what that's all about. And now we just got, and there it is on the neckline for you, so you can see those different perspectives. We'll take it on up close and give you the great value. If you got a bigger chain that never seems to have the ability to work with your pendants because maybe your bails aren't big enough, this is going to be a good one. It's got a large bail, probably about 8 millimeters or so, to make it really a versatile piece for all your bigger chains, whether that's your Omega, your bigger rope chain, whatever it is. But let's blow it out. Diamonds by the yard as well, of course, that'll work too. But we'll make this better than $19.99. That's its original price. This is always a tough stone. Of course, you know by now, it is the stone that is only mined in Siberia, and we're talking about some pretty harsh mining conditions and all mining conditions. I've never been to a mine or seen a mine or read about a mine or talked to people who own mines, who run mines, who go into mines that have said, oh, it's a piece of cake. It's really easy. You just, you know, you go and the gems just jump out of the ground and then they jump into your hand and they pass it themselves. It's one of the more taxing and really, truly can be just downright dangerous mining gemstones. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. And there's always tends to be an element of danger and harsh conditions that you have to endure to get great gems mined. So always appreciate that and remind you that these are not, as they say, money doesn't grow on trees, neither do gems. Gems don't, and they really are something that's a bit of a miracle out of Mother Nature. So we're so proud to bring them to you in this fine, fine quality. And this one only mined at maximum a couple months out of the year. So it's always tough. And about 90% of it's not even facet grade because it's actually 2 included. So just like to give you a little once over on the piece because, you know, we don't see it all the time. And if you're not familiar, really rare, but it's known for those rich green emerald colors. And when you do get a great stone like we have here, it's a beautiful, beautiful look, and it's a rarity. And it's going to be, how about this, $888 instead? Just go ahead and send it on out of here. We got hundreds of pieces to get through tonight. I'm hoping, I've got about maybe 50 here in front of me. I'm hoping we can get 150 requests from you because, again, the whole vault is accessible. Unless it's already sold in the event, it's all accessible. It's all really fabulous. It's all discounted. So it's a great time to give yourself a special treat here. And we're glad to have you. Okay, so that'll be $7.99 at checkout, of course. Yeah, anybody else got all the 10% discounts memorized at this point? Probably. You'll be able to walk into any store and go, oh, I know it's 10% off. It's no problem. I watch TVON vault clearance, so I know it by heart. It's really easy. Move the decimal over 1 and then subtract that amount. So $88.80 coming right off that price. I like to give you the price at discount. It's $7.99 and change. So that'll be a good one. So let me know if you like it. Then we have these really pretty corals. They're coral earrings, and they're just a beautiful, simple but bold drop. Sometimes simple can be bold, and sometimes bold can be simple. And this is where you have those really amazing stones. One of the organic gems we love. It's going a little bit extinct here, so really tough to get. This is a leverback style. It's 112-0112, and it's a fun one. It's a 10 millimeter coral stone here. It's a bead. It's a beautiful style here, and of course they're not going to sit straight for me, but they've got this great Art Deco style. Notice the fluting above right there. So you've got a little design element as they sit in the air. So before you actually have the coral drop, you're going to see that end cap and where it's attached in that white gold, but you also have that beautiful design. Kind of hides a bit of the lever back for you. So it's really impressive that way. And we're going to blow them out. They're 1.125". I'll show you one on in case you haven't seen them before. There's only one pair. They stay in white gold. They can also go out tomorrow. So how about that? This is a nice little treat, something that is one of those that if you're not maybe overly dressy all the time, still gives you a lot of important gem weight, but without the diamonds, maybe that's how you interpret it as a little more casual, everyday wearable perhaps. So you've got that idea. Here's what they look like from a distance. Reminder, only one pair as we get started on a Thursday night. One of our favorites around here because you do see the extra discounts. We love a good Thursday. And here's what I love. It is our beautiful stone. You see it's more red than it is turquoise, or more red than it is, I was going to say it looks great with turquoise. It's more red than it is pink. And you know how a lot of corals, I don't know if you've seen angel skin coral, but that's really indicative of what a lot of corals are going to be, is that really light, pale pink. This one's got, let me try to hold it without the glare there, 1.125" or so. I'll pop one on. It's the lever back, which makes them super secure. You pop it in the ear, you flip top that back, and then it's secure and it's easy, and you're out the door, and it doesn't feel all that dressy while you're still wearing a really unusual and rare gemstone, which I think is, you know, always nice. And let's face it, you don't always have to have big chandelier diamond earrings to have something that's really noticeable and fine and high end and great quality. And that's it right there with that beautiful, more red than it is orange, certainly more red than it is pink. And that, of course, is meaning the best in the coral in the world. So that's really nice too. It's out of the Mediterranean. Let's make this a lot better than, yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan of that $79.99 price tag they once were. I mean, that's the deal. I know there's no carat weight, but when you get 10 millimeters all the way around and it's not a flat cabochon in the back, it says that all the way way around spherical, think like a baseball, where you have that spherical style. That's really, again, where you're getting a lot of carat weight. If I had to give it a great estimation here, I would say probably about 5 to 6 carats a piece. So you're looking at more like 10 to 11 carats overall, which in coral is really rare. Let's take a look at them close up and then get you a great value. Better than $9.99. There it goes, under $1,000, and we've only got that one pair. So that will be it, and it's going to be one that you want to dial in quickly as you can. Otherwise, it is going to be someone else's and not yours. And there's not another coral earring in our entire assortment that looks like this one. And we're going to make this actually better than $9.99, not just that 10% off. Let's talk extra value and make it $499, and that will be an extra $50 off thereabouts, and you are going to have that for $449 in your fabulous coral collection and your earring collection, which is even better. So really special piece there, and let me know if you'd like to get them. $449, great gifting idea. Isn't that neat? It's like a chameleon of a stone, because if you're wearing oranges, pinks, and anything in that family, they're going to work. And then if you're wearing reds, and I think, no, red looks good with everything. Red is why, I mean, red is such a classic color, and it's a great color to accessorize with, whether it's accessorizing in a lipstick shade, a nail color, or a gem, a handbag, a shoe. There's a reason why red is such an icon when it comes to accessories, and the coral earrings are sold. Let me show you our brand new. This is the brand new ring from the designer line we've been bringing of late, and I can't get enough of them. You can't get enough of them either. That's exciting. And guys, I'm sorry, there's something flying around. If it happens to fly by the tight shot that we're showing, I apologize in advance. I will try to make it go away if I can. There's a real annoying little insect that's flying around, probably the same one from last night. Anyways, just waiting for it. Was waiting for 5 o'clock and like, okay, good, my TV time is here. I'm gonna get my 15 minutes of fame, but I just hope it doesn't land on the wheel. But here we are with our very, very special band ring. It's 1129860. So all these styles and designs prior to this one have gone out the door. So if that's any indication, I think we're loving this really beautiful, bright, I mean, look at all the different colors here. There are yellows, different tones, greens, and even the fawns and the light pinks are here as well. In a carat 70 overall of bigger stones that almost look as if, I like the pattern, because they're set in a way where there's a really interesting nod. When you see it from a distance, I think you're going to notice what I noticed early on when I looked at this earlier this afternoon, is that it is a carat 70, but it's all done where it almost looks like princess cuts because of the way the settings are done. They are indeed round stones, but it's such a really pretty setting with that split shank, yes, so it's going to be nice and comfortable. It cinches in the back, but it's also that really important style where there's those little strategic kind of spots of beadwork between each and every diamond, so that really impressive, isn't it? It looks like the princess cuts. They give it a more squared off appearance, and then you've got your yellow gold. Now it's set in the yellow gold, stays in the yellow gold. Jason, let me know who's shopping with us, because I want to give them a happy holiday wish and a big thank you from me. Hi, Amelia. Thank you. Where was she calling from? California, wonderful. She's an early bird with us. All right. Sometimes the Californians don't show up till later because, you know, some of us are still in traffic. But here we are. It's only 5:13 out here, so you know, and the streets are crazy. But this is our really special 170. Again, there's that 170 diamond weight, so 170 like the freeway. I was on that earlier, as well as the 5, the 134, the 210, the 605. Anyway, but just so I don't sound like a Saturday Night Live skit, that's one of the best. Let's just talk about the 170 for now. This is going to be our 170 in gorgeous diamonds, and then you've got the champagnes. Look at this. We kind of take you on a tour. I like to do that with every one of them because, well, that's the ring you will receive. I don't have 10 of them. I have one. And then look at those bright greens, and then into the champagnes. And it's like there's such a beautiful pattern. They're all unique and distinctive, but they still work together. Not one stands out as like, oh, that doesn't belong. They all really work. They look fabulous. I'm going to do something really, really wild here. Let's take a look at it on the hand as well. Gosh, that's a really good looking ring, isn't it? And then it gives you that wide band stance that we love. So it's going to be sure to bring the diamonds from one side to the other, no matter what ring size you choose. And listen, there's one. It's a $49.99 ring. That's a great designer style. I would really hesitate to think about what that's even going to be in retail. I don't even want to think about that 5-digit range that it's in. Know this designer well. They actually exhibit in all kinds of great designer retail houses and stores, and even on other, there's the designer insignia there. So even on different networks that, you know, there's a regular routine, like a whole bunch of them spinning on a wheel for $49.95 a piece. Well, this is going to be a better price. And again, I may not have 50 of them, but I have one and it's going to go because it's an incredible value. And it's really that simple. All we can do is make this yours and get it out in a hurry and send it out to somebody who really loves designer jewelry at the best quality and best level. And what we'll do right now is take it even lower than even $49. How about if we take it lower than even $2,000? And that's exactly why they've been going. You know this designer well, you know they never go on sale. This is your chance to pick it up, and it's going to be $1,999 only if you'd like to have it. And $1,799, how beautiful, a brand new piece coming out during a vault clearance. Hasn't been in the vault long, it was in the vault for about an hour, but it did get, I guess technically that makes it eligible, right? We stuck it in the vault and then put the item number and brought it out here on set. So it is definitely one for the ages, and therefore you get that $200 extra saved. So $1,799 is your price tag at checkout. Let me know who's got it because it will go. They always do. And then out of that same design house, we're going to see that cross drop earring that we can also get right out to you. So they're done in a style that I know we normally have crosses, we have necklaces, we have pendants. Look at this, what a match. These are even larger. And how about this? Even the hoop, which you could choose to wear by itself. Do you want to get to those? They're coming up. Should we do those in a half hour? Or no, 15 minutes. Actually, how about we do these at the bottom of the hour? Even the hoop, which we've never had before, that smaller hoop, which is going to be worn either with the drop or without, that smaller hoop is also in the natural fancy colors. So everything about it, and then it's 2 for 1 because you can wear it with the hoop by itself or with the drop. So everything about it is very, very special. And we've never had anything like that before. So I'm excited about that one too. All right, and then we've got, again, your request, get those in too. And then don't forget, new diaspores here. In the new, I've got the new diaspore. That's about it. We've got the pink, actually pink diaspore as well. I've got a rare trillion. We're going to see that huge blue star sapphire. I also have what looks like, I thought it was Paraiba. And it is tourmaline, but look at that. Wowza. There's the trillion. Who would like the look of Paraiba? Listen, some of us don't care about what's chemically inside the stone. We care that it's a natural rare stone. And if it hasn't been tested yet for the chemical elements, that can get you a big value. And it's a tourmaline, and it's brand new, and it's minty blue greens, and it's really a 50-50. So we will see that. I'm very excited about that trillion. There's some razzle dazzle there. And then we also have some closeouts. Amethyst in a necklace, a beautiful floral. It's the orchid style pendant we do. We've got an amazing opal. Look at this one. This is my favorite opal, just probably because I'm a sucker for a lot of gold weight. Give me gold weight and give me more of it. And I don't care how expensive it gets. I'm always going to love my gold. I think a lot of us are that way, but I don't know if we're prepared to go spend $80,000 on a gold ring that's got a big dome style like this. You don't have to tonight. We've got 112-9523. Let me know on the multicolored diamond band that we had there. And also the chrome diopside that was here at the very top of the show. That's still available for you. But this is my very large 5-carat 22 crystal opal. And it is also a big cabochon cut set in this dome style with the fabulous diamonds that are set within the band itself. So you've got this dome style. There's a lot of gold there. It's for 9523 is your item number, and it's going to be our 522 at 53 points in diamonds. So you're still getting individually larger stones here because there aren't all that many. You would expect a 53-point diamond weight to have about 50 diamonds. This does not. So you can see they're all bigger diamonds, and they're set within this great mirror finishing of that smooth band. It needs a little polishing here, which I'll do really quickly for you as best I can here on a live TV show, but here's what it looks like on the hand as well. So you can see how stunning that is, and how, yes, this little bit of just a shade or two darker here on this perspective shows you more of the color you're getting. The bright reds, the bright oranges, the bright yellows, everything that you're getting right there is really stunning, and from all the angles too. So you've got a really important style. And then here's what we've got for value on the larger dome style. That's probably more gold than any ring I'm going to have, including the gents ring that's here. It's a very heavy piece and great finishing on the inside. Let me show you that. So that if you ever are leery of, I love a big bold ring, but I also want to be comfortable, here you go. Fully finished on the under gallery so that it is comfortable. And you've got also the really important, of course, I like that you're seeing all the color through and through. That's a natural opal. We don't bring any opals that are doublets or triplets here, so it's only natural through and through, no matter what. Crystal opal, pink opals, Even when we see our Australian, our crystal, all the opals that we bring, fire opals, they're all natural. There's no doublets or triplets on this show. They are not allowed. They are not welcome here. Those are, it's just kind of an enhancement that's done routinely throughout the gem world, where please, if you're not sure, wherever you're shopping, please do ask those questions, because you're entitled as a consumer to know. And we don't bring those doublets or triplets. And usually when you see color like this, oftentimes there is a bit of that doublet, triplet, some kind of layer that's added into the stone to make it appear better than it actually was naturally. Not what we do here. So everything you see there, just bold and natural. And by the way, it's also going to be an incredible value. A lot less than $69.99. Come on in, because we've got, again, rapid fire discounts here, going through all this great jewelry, and your requests as well. Get those in. Make sure you do that. But this one's only going to be $19.99. So another under $2,000 opportunity. You get $200 off as well. Again, the cross earrings, for everybody who was asking, it's 9 minutes away. We'll do them at the bottom of this hour. And there's only one pair. So it's not like, again, it's not like there's a whole lot of people that are going to get them. There's just one pair, and they're in solid yellow gold. And again, 2 ways to wear them. Actually, more than that, we'll explain. So you've got a lot of great options, and that's another one of our brand new items tonight. So Thursday night, brand new. We love that. Also, we have the Orchid. It's the pendant with the sapphires, so we'll see that before long. We also have an incredible amethyst necklace. It's a big stone, all attached to the chain, so you never need to worry about, do they have the right chain? It's all built in. Also have a really important star sapphire, maybe our most important since the 25 carat that I had. Let's take a look at this one just for show and tell here. Another phenomena, but this time, wow, look at that. That's a strong star. That I would say, yeah, absolutely. A blue star sapphire in a 661 size and huge diamonds around it, giving it the 3-stone style. That's a luxury. So that's one only. Just want to show it to you, just so we can ooh and ah over it. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that great? It's a really strong star. Now, it's not exactly inexpensive, because it is almost 7 carats. Then you add the really good, almost 30-point diamonds. Gonna be a little more money, but it's definitely one of those high-end museum pieces that you wouldn't normally find on a shopping network, or any store for that matter. Let's talk about this one. This is my Orchid, and I'm actually holding it by the bail, so you're going to see it from a different perspective here, but it is item number 11200653. Let me walk around here while I try to hold this with one hand and walk around with the other and do some camera work here, so you can see what that looks like in full. And it is that Orchid design. Now I'm holding it by the bail, so that will be the top of the pendant, and you'll see that when it's on the hand and on the neckline. But it also has 3 different sapphires: your beautiful padparashi, your green, and your blue. The blue very distinctly is cornflower, and then you've got 14 karat gold and a lot of that as well. So one only with all the pave and this little turn of the corners of the petals, and it is our 35 points in unheated sapphires in those rounds, diamond cut. Then you've got all the diamonds. Well, it's 110 in the another freeway. Oh, I love that one too. I was on that one all night on Monday. But anyway, here's the 110, and it's going to be our, that's a lot of diamond weight, and so pretty with the 1 1/8. Let's take a look at this one on the hand here. It is so stunning. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you know, I always say the details of an orchid in real life are just mesmerizing, but to be able to carry that through and to be able to show that and do that in the form of jewelry with this precious metal that you have and this gorgeous diamond weight, and really do all the little, you know, specific details that you would see in the floral itself is pretty impressive. What a major design that is. So 1 inch top to bottom, and let me see, because I have got 1 1/8, and did it shrink when it was in the vault? I mean, I guess, I don't know. Shrinking violet I've heard of, but not a shrinking orchid. But definitely, I love an orchid because I'm not a gardener and I don't have a green thumb. And, you know, but I like orchids because they're very low maintenance. And I appreciate, since I'm very high maintenance, I think that everything else in my life should be low maintenance, because I can, you know, it's everything I can take to just take care of my own high maintenance self. So, you know, to have to take care of high maintenance florals in the home is not going to go well. So I love that orchids, they're very easy, aren't they? And they last for a long time, which I also like. So there they are. So this one, especially low maintenance, because all you got to do is put it on a chain. Put it on a chain and really, really enjoy it, okay? Am I a shrinking violet? No, I wouldn't call myself that either. But anyway, here it is. That is really special. And remember, it will wilt if it doesn't go, because we do melt all the jewelry that sticks around from these vault clearance shows. And that hasn't luckily been a lot of jewelry, but it is the reality. So don't look for it tomorrow or the next day or the next day as we're talking about jewelry. One chance everything gets on the air for one last time, okay? And that's why the prices are so reduced too, is to make sure they've got their best shot at going out the door store. And so we can see that one on its way. And what a great gift idea. We can have that in a box and send out to you tomorrow. So it'll be with you on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, who knows. But before the Christmas holiday, most likely. So I say, yeah, this is a good time to get it. So unheated sapphires, one only stays in the white gold. Again, the great finishing, and we'll blow it out right now. It was $69.99 way back when. It was made some time ago. It was about 6 years ago. Let's bring it on down to $1,499. You couldn't buy the diamonds alone for that, and that brings it down actually $1,349. So there's a lot going on. That's a freebie element there that you're getting: the diamonds, the workmanship, that gorgeous gold. Look at that, the beautiful centerpiece of those large, not only the large sapphires, but also they did the larger diamonds that also pair up next to those great sapphires that are all unheated. Again, that's a beautiful cornflower blue, a very rare green, and a beautiful pinky peach. So $1,349 gets it to you. I would like to know who's got that one, because it's definitely going. That is a beautiful, beautiful style. And then we're only 5 minutes away from the cross earrings. Can't wait to show them to you. They're extremely high end, but extremely affordable as well. So they're going to be coming up. And then let me get to my amethyst necklace, because we're going to go to one big stone, one great setting, one superstar style. It's 9226. And let me show it this way on the hand first, because there's a little bit of an unusual setting. You might expect typical station styles have one of the O-rings on either side of the center. This is a little bit purposely asymmetric, so you can have a little bit more of a V-like shape to it entirely. It's also a 320 on the amethyst out of Brazil. Great marquise cut. That one diamond, so on that shorter side there on the what is camera left, you're right, you're gonna have that other bigger diamond that leads into the drop with that beautiful style of halo. And then of course the chain that's gonna have full adjustability. Actually, no, we didn't do the adjustability on this one. So it looks like just 18 on this one. So 18 inches, and then you've got your spring ring closure. And what a gorgeous way to get you set for whether it's February you're thinking about, and the amethyst birthstone. That February, of course, we know is the great birthstone for February. It's why I wear one every single day. I love my amethyst, and great quality is what you have here. And then we'll take a look at it again on the hand, and then I'll bring it up close for you. It's got some really great basket work. It's going to be a super, super deal. It's $49.99 normally. Let's take a look at it up close so you can really appreciate. Boy, this is a we see superstar amethyst, but that one is extra saturated. That one's really bringing it. And then don't forget about this side here that makes it so special with that extra diamond element. Okay, so it's got that really cool setting that just makes it, I think, very elite level. Looks high end because it is high end, but specialty and designer, and something you don't just see anywhere else you shop. It's also going to be in the white gold only. Let's get it right out to you. Don't forget about our orchid and our opal and our beautiful diopside, our great looking star. If you'd like to ask me a little bit more information about that, you got about $20,000 to really treat somebody. We got the star sapphire for you, or anything else you like. Make those requests, but this one's going to be a lot better than $49, $39, $29, even $19.99, which is a heck of a value, especially on a full necklace like this gives. And then of course, oh yeah, we're going to drop it again in price, because we got to make sure everything goes, and this happens inevitably every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday night. First couple of minutes go by, we're bringing you all the gorgeous. I mean, you know, I can't help myself. I'm all about showing you the best of the best. I've got 3 hours with you, but this is where the best of the best pieces come out early, because I'm really excited to show them. And obviously the brand new. In 2 minutes, we're going to see the cross earrings for you as well. But let's look at this. And again, get this out the door right now. It's not going to last. It can't last. It's not even $14.99. Even better value for you. And then those cross earrings will be here next. So get ready. If you already are thinking, now that's a cool style, I'd love to have something like that. Your opportunity is coming up. But let's take this down even further than even $14, $13, $12, $11.99. I got a special idea here, because I know with that discount where we got to take it to make it extra special in the pricing, let's take it to $11.11. That way it's only $9.99 at checkout for you. That's it. So one caller gets it. Beautiful amethyst, really incredible style here. And the color is everything. That is the most saturated. We only see the best. That's why we're so particular. Otherwise, we'd have amethyst every day if we didn't really care about the quality at all. But really, that is where our complete complete loyalty lies. It's got to be about quality first, then finding a way to give you that discount and make it a great value. And that is the way to go at $9.99, and a very large stone and extreme quality. And then, of course, that unusual cut being the rare of the Marquise cut. So that'll be $9.99 to the first caller. If you have requests, get them in. We're happy to help you out with those. And they're usually, if it's something that does exist here, it can usually be out to you in, as far as on the air, on your screen, in usually about 2 or 3 minutes. So that is the way, again, on-demand shopping, yes, it is. And then out to you tomorrow in most cases because, well, these are one of a kinds that I've got throughout the show tonight. So let's get to those earrings because the earrings are absolutely stunning. And I know that you guys hear me say it, it's absolutely true. I'm not allowed to buy anything before the show starts. There would be very, very little to show you if that were the case. I also know that we have to give you first dibs on especially brand new items like this because it's an item that I can honestly say in 9+ years here, never have I ever brought you anything like it. And that makes it extremely special as well because we kind of bring everything. And it's hard to do to bring something that's not been here before, and this is going to turn a little bit. So it might be a little bit more challenging to show you here with the diamonds up front because they are, it's part of the, every time I set them down, this little hoop spins. But let me show you here really quickly what I'm talking about because that hoop in of itself is actually going to be a special hoop that we've never had in its own right. Then you get the fabulous cross that is actually removable from the hoop so you can wear it multiple ways. Let me show you the other one as well. They're going to be, of course, slightly different when you talk about how this is designed, and this is really the beauty of it. I'll hold it right here. This is the, you could wear this as a separate piece, a pendant. Add it to a different hoop if you want to. There's the cross, and then that one is going to be, I just want to set it down here with the hoop by itself so you can really see the hoop really well and see that that's also going to bring you all those different colors of diamonds, from pinks to yellows to greens to champagnes, all there. Look at that. That hoop you can wear on its own or with the cross as well, and you can mix and match. You could do that whole, you feeling like a little Rhythm Nation, you could go ahead and do one cross on one side and one just the hoop as well. Sorry, only my 80s babies will understand that, only people that have been around since the 1980s, but this is where you have a really, really important look, and let's take a look at the whole set together so you can see the size. So it's 9870, and we're going to show you what this is. I mean, again, versatility in a hoop earring is awfully nice, and the hoops are all the rage, especially in these smaller sizes, but we've never done a multicolored diamond hoop before. The diamond weight here is 192, so even more so than what we saw in that great band ring that we had a few minutes ago. So you've got 192. Here's what they look like from a distance because everyone's anxious to see that. So we can see here the length is going to be 1.25 inches from top to bottom. If you're looking at just the hoop itself, it is 1/2 inch. So depending on if you want to wear it with the cross or without, it's really simple because that O-ring up top simply allows you where when the hoop is fastened, you have nowhere that cross can go. It's going to stay right where it should, but you can easily just slip it off the hoop as well, and you've got even more diamond weight here than what we saw. Remember we saw the 170 in that fabulous diamond band? Now we're getting to show you 192 and that fabulous little movement and drop. Here's the finishing as well. So they're even pretty from the backside, which as someone who really enjoys, you know, hair back, hair up, you know, it's really nice to have that finishing done so that anybody sees your earrings from the backside is also going to know they're really high level, high quality. But 1.25 inches, 1/2 inch hoop, interchangeable. I'll try one on for you. I know that's not the best viewpoint, but I'm going to show it to you in just a moment. I just want to get one on here so you can see that. That's extremely important. It's a just click closed. It's a snap bar closure, so it's hinged at the base of the hoop. Okay, seriously, how gorgeous are those hoops? And that's what they look like, and that beautiful movement, all the diamonds, and that's most of it. I would say you probably only got 10 or 20 points per earring, so then the rest, figure you've got probably about 1.70 carat just in these larger diamonds, and you've only got a few per earring and per cross, and they're a little bit different because obviously there's no matching of these, there's no perfect matching at least. There's a coordination to the fancy colors. Now, again, one pair, already showed them, and really we've got a lot of people thinking about them. They're incredibly affordable for what they should be. Now, keep in mind, they should be $69.99 today. That's what they should be. I'm going to show you the up close. And again, all of the hoop diamonds are also fancy colors. There is not a white diamond in the entire earring. All carat 92 are different colors of fancies, from yellows to champagnes, pinks and purples and greens, and different colors of champagnes, not all the same exact color of light brown. Let's go back to the close-up, and I want to hold this one up for you so you can see how this is done and how beautiful it is. And I wish I could hold this hoop. It just kind of moves a little bit, but I want to show you. And of course you could reverse it if you want to wear the hoop reversed. Maybe one day you just want to wear it with the gold up front. You can do that as well. So you can put it on any way you like. And this is what it's all about. A really incredible style. If you like them, they're no longer $69. Do you have already somebody thinking about them? Okay, amethyst necklace is gone. Thank you so much on that one. And then here they are. You see the champagnes, the light blue, the fabulous greens, the pinks. I know, $7,000. It's a little bit intimidating. Let's make them so much more affordable. And I'm taking that other one off for you with my left hand here so you can go ahead and see what that's all about. And I'll hold them up together and we'll get you great value. And there's only a pair, so that's it. There's the other. So you can see, look at that green and pink. Love that pink and the back side of the intersection there. We're going to really do something wild here. They're not even going to be. Let's take it down. I know that ring, the band ring, is still hanging out here from earlier tonight. Let's make this even better. And there's never been a hoop earring like this before. Never. So let's make it better than $3,500. And the amethyst is gone. Congrats on that one. Here's what we'll do. And again, you got to call because we might shock you here with how affordable they are because I want to make sure everything goes. We've got a lot going on with just shipping, so I don't want to ask anything more of our jewelers as far as melting. Well, let's just take the next couple days, like before the weekend comes, and really make sure everything goes. Because by the time the weekend hits, we're not going to have any possibility of getting stuff to you by Christmas time. So that's when we can worry about melting stuff. I say let's worry about sizing and shipping, which of course not even necessary here. We don't need size earrings, but you've got so many ways to wear them, front and back on the hoop, hoop by itself, drop with it. You can take the drop off and put it on a chain and wear it as a necklace, whatever you want to do. This is the most versatile piece of jewelry we've had in a while, and they're not even $3,500 or $3,000 or $29,000. And all those huge individual diamonds, they are something special there, and it's not going to be even $1,999. This is why you call, and it's my last brand new item of the night that has all these fancy colored stones together. So this is the way to go, and they're not even 19. Let's make it even better. Got to move them, and they will go. This is last call. That's it, and we're going to make them only $1,888 instead. So $1,888, then after your discount, coming down to $1,699. So even better value if you would like to have the cross earrings that can go out tomorrow. And they're only in yellow gold, which is a beautiful complement to all those different colors. That's an entire collection of colors. And how about that? We're under $1,000 a carat when you're even talking about the fact that all those diamonds, especially when you look, there's only, 8 diamonds, or 7 actually, 7 diamonds per cross. That's where most of that 192 carat weight is in the 7 diamonds. So very impressive there, and 14 overall. And by the way, Jason, who was shopping that amethyst necklace. And Jennifer from where? Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer, we'll have it right out to you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm keeping them. Yay! I've never been so excited to not have something sell before. I am so excited. Please don't buy them. I've given them my fair shake. I gave them my all. I did. I could have just glossed over them, but no, I gave them a nice little praise, and yet they're still here. Yay! All right, so those are mine if they don't go at 8 o'clock. But here's what I'll do next. We're going to show you the most gorgeous ruby. It is a major ruby, over a carat. Wow, look at this. So elongated in this oval, 1127097. Thank you for not shopping. I'm usually thanking you for shopping. I'm going to thank you for not shopping the cross earrings. I really am. So this, you're probably going to see me wear those every single day from here on out. I'm in love with those earrings. But here's our ruby in the elongated oval. Well, sometimes, you know, a little Christmas tree. Like, who says you can't do a little to me, from me gifting as we're shopping for everybody else, right? It's fair. It's the time of year where that seems totally appropriate. Here's our platinum, carat 14, in the Mogok Burma, and glowing. 95 points is the diamond weight. They're huge diamonds. There's actually, do you notice the fact they're a little different cutting here? It's a very special look. You've actually got some different cuts all the way around it to make that classic halo, and yet you've got a beautiful 95 points and a little bit of a wraparound design to the band itself. The band is not just simply straight across. It's doing a little extra curve. So that's really pretty, very feminine. Love the way that's looking. And our carat 14, 95 points, brand new discount on this very, very specialty stone. Let's take a look at it. It's always tough to get a ruby going over a carat. This one does. Look at how bright that is, bright and bold and beautiful glow. Even when it's on the hand and my finger's behind it, it's technically blocking all the light that could go through it. Instead, no, you're still seeing the glow and the gorgeous blue reds that are coming through, and a fabulous price tag coming up, $69.99. Oh, that's where the earrings were supposed to be. I'll tell you what, this is one major ruby. And do you see all those fancy cuts? There's rounds as well as some of your bigger, what are they, marquise cuts here as well. Sometimes it looks like a pear shape, but they're really like a wider marquise type of cut. So very specialty there, and a beautiful value coming your way. Call me in a hurry. Got to make sure you get in on this value before this one's gone, because that's going to be key. If this one, yeah, if you think it's going to stick around, I don't feel like it will. Probably something to do with the fact I know it's going so much less than $69.99 for you, and we know you know a ruby value when you see one. They're very obvious. Rubies are tough. Rubies are one of those stones most people think, I'm never going to get one. And if I'm going to get one, it's going to be one of those Thailand stones or Vietnamese stones that is not all that precious, because if it's opaque, or if it's a deep brown red, or if it's even the orangey stones, you've all seen them, right? The pinks, the oranges, the ones that are really purpley, they don't really have reds. And those are the ones that are, okay, great rubies, but not exactly what we call the highest quality. It's all really dependent on the origin. Every single portion, every single area of the world produces a vastly different style of ruby. And that is because, well, you probably understand this, there's different elements in different places of the world. So those different elements that are in the ground that exist where the crystal actually first grew, that's what dictates the specific colors you're getting in a ruby. And so Burma is just the one that's got that really, really special, again, kind of think of it like a little ingredient list of different elements that come together that make this ruby so unique, okay? So $69.99 it will not be. Let's take it even lower than $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000. It's one of our most important rubies we have outside of the 2 and the 3 caraters that get very pricey, like up in the 5-digit range. We're going to make this one extremely affordable, and it will not be even $4,000 or $3,000. Even $29.99 sounds like a great plan, and then I realized, no, we got the vault clearance going. I can do anything I want to make sure that every piece of jewelry disappears from our entire inventory, so let's make it happen. And then we've got that really special mint tourmaline coming up. That trillion is amazing. Anything you'd like to see, and there's a big diamond band blowout that is last call ever on the show. We're going to see that coming up shortly. So a lot to get to, but there is one piece here and it's got to go. So let's take it even lower than $29. I'm going to make sure it goes. Let's not even ask for $2,500. A one only opportunity, $2,299, and that's going to be it. So 22, and you know what that means, just a little over $2,000 when all is said and done. One of our big zircons is here. We'll blow that out. We would love your requests. My fabulous key earrings are here that also are removable. So hoop, drop, all of the above, kind of like what we saw in the cross earrings. We're going to have those hoops coming up, the hoops with the key. It's a literal key that is, well, it's a key, but it's not going to work. It's probably not going to open your safe, but it will be a key covered in diamonds. So a really, really special look there. Also have some new designer earrings. They're going to be on their way. Love them. We have a big band style. I'm going to show you our color changing diaspore because, well, first hour is almost over. And we've got to move some jewelry. And I have the most important Asher cut that is not 16 carats. Because remember, the most important Asher cut ever was the 16 carater. You might remember it. I know I'll never forget it. It was so incredibly important. But what I'm going to bring you in tonight's show is an Asher cut, 2 carat, perfect color. Who's got our ruby? It's a little over $2,000 because you get $230 off. So it's going to be basically like $2,069. And here's what we're going to do. Let's show you this really incredible Asher cut. Wow, this is the diaspore. It has every bit. The purples, the pinks, the red colors we saw out of the 16 carat. Do you remember that? If you saw it, it's hard to forget. And then we added this really impressive 3-stone style, which we've actually never done before, with that little turn, that little rotation of the princess cut diamond. So 9850 is our other brand new item in the really fabulous one of a kind, meaning one source diaspore One source, one place, all color changing, delightful colors here. And this one's gonna go. Wow, look at how beautiful that is. So this would be 2 carats on the Asher. Yes. Really? Really? You sure you want those? Are you really sure you want those cross earrings? Please don't buy them. Please. Oh my goodness. I got to show them again. Hey guys, the cross earrings are verifying right now, and there's a question about seeing them one more time. Let me show them together on the hand here, because that's what I did not do. Look at this. Together, there they are. Just a reminder, the cross earrings at the moment are still here, but verifying, okay? So this was the 192. Please. Removable cross drops, hoop to start, reversible hoop, a cross you can wear any which way you want. They're $16.99 at checkout. Wow, 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 and wow. That's a value. And most of those diamonds are huge because most of your diamond weight is within the 7 stones of the cross. So that again, because there's only about 10 points per hoop. So you've got about 1.70 carats that's basically within those 14 stones of the drops, making them about 12 points a piece. So they're really high end, natural colors in diamonds. So $16.99 if you like them. Let's move on to the diaspore. Actually, this reminds me, I've always said, this reminds me a little bit of a fancy color of diamond, doesn't it? But it's a diaspore, which is its own rarity and its own special stone, and yet it is going to be our 2 carat with those bigger diamonds, princess cuts, 12 points total weight there. So 6 pointers each on the princess cuts, and in the yellow gold it stays. So now we get to have a ball with this one. And we're going to do something a little wild because I know it's only our first hour, but we want to get the phones ringing and welcome everybody into a big Thursday night. So glad you're here. Look at that. I have to really show it up to your eye level because that's the perspective of when you look at your hand and you see your ring. You know the outstretched hand pose we do when we look at our jewelry, especially our rings. That is what you're going to see. All those bright, again, it goes from kiwi greens to bright yellows to champagne tones. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these purple pink flashes come through. And it's not like the flash of a tanzanite. That is a flash that is basically existing within the stone thanks to the neon and trichroism. This is actually different. It's an indicator of what the stone changes color to. Because when we say color change, it literally does that. It changes color. The entire stone will change color based on the light environment it's in. So what you're seeing in the pinks and the purple flashes there are actually denoting what it's going to change to entirely if you're in the proper light source. So 12 points on the princess cuts. I want to try it on. There's a, wow, there's a big time value here at only, this is not bad, $32.99. Tell you what I'll do. Let's try a first hour auction because I want to get everyone on the phone lines. And we want to delight you and welcome you in and give you a great big value right now when we've got hopefully some requests coming in. You see that color. I mean, it almost looks like the yellow of yellow gold at certain lights, and then boom, it moves and you see, no, it just lights up. Greens, pinks, purples. There's that champagne tone, a little bit of a golden, like a yellow diamond hint to it. Kind of reminds me of what we saw in those multicolored diamond earrings and the multicolored diamond band, but it's all happening in one stone. You don't have to have 15, 20 different colors. You're getting it all from one amazing gem. So let's make sure it goes out because $32.99 is not going to help. That's not doing it. So we get to make it even more affordable for you. Simply call me. Let me know if you like it. We're going to help you out here. It's not $32. We're going to do an auction. And I know that's not technically supposed to be happening when you've got a big sale event like this one is. There's really no need for an auction environment. But here's what we're going to do. We're still going to save you all that extra money. I got you savings of 10% even on the auction. Let's move it out of here. Not $3,000, not $2,000, not even $1,500. I want to get these phone lines rocking. Then we've got our key earrings. Don't forget, things are going after the fact, so you want to check on availability on anything you've seen from the show tonight that's already 1 hour almost gone. So let's make sure this goes before the hour ends and not even ask for $1,500, $1,400, $1,300, or $1,200. There's an extra discount coming your way. All you have to do is call, and this is not supposed to be happening, but we are trying it anyways to make sure that we get everybody in on a Thursday night. Happy holidays, one and all. Let's take it down below even $1,100 to start. Let's go $1,000, $1,000. will get it going. And then a $10 increment from there. Let me remind you, there is a 10%, not $10, 10%. I've had a lot of people confused about that. 10% is different. 10% is taking a massive discount on everything we're doing. And in this case, that would be $100 instantly off the price tag of your bid. So that means spending less than you even thought you were spending, getting that bid but better, making sure that your bid comes down to a new low price when we are only looking and seeking $1,000 to get this going. And that's pretty impressive as it is. So here we go, $1,000, 60 seconds to get it open, let's go. And then it would be $900. Let's just say if you bid $1,000, you're not paying $1,000. If you were to win it, you would pay $900. So it's like there's such a thing as a reverse auction. It's kind of like that, except you're not going to have a lot of competition in hour number one of a Thursday night, especially 6 days before Christmas time. So that makes even better values. So if you love our values any and every single day of the year, like a lot of you do, this is an even bigger opportunity, a moment for that happening. So 35 seconds to get that started. Let's go. And this is where you make sure you're on the lines ready to go. And it's only $10 on the increment. So hopefully that allows more than one person to dial in. And let's make this a real, honest to goodness, challenging auction here where we really go. Let's go for it here. Let's make it happen. $1,000. That is certainly a better value than $32.99. I like $32.99. I think that's a great value for a 2 carat that looks like that. We haven't seen color out of a diaspore like this since the 16 carat Asher cut. But most of us can't wear a 16 carat Asher cut, at least not every day. That's a little large for a lot of our, perspectives and a lot of our taste and likes. And, when we think about we want it to be wearable, what good is jewelry if you're not going to wear it? You're supposed to want to wear it and enjoy it and put it on and let it be part of your ensemble every day. And do we have the open at 1,000? Not yet. That's okay too. We can keep it going, or we can save it for another day. That's okay as well. We do have the open. Who is it and where are they calling from?
Mary from Wisconsin.
Hi, Mary. Well, we've got the open at 1,000. And she wouldn't have to spend it. It would only be $900. That's a value. And I told you. This is when, okay, auction on a Thursday, first hour, and no competition. That's why you're in, hopefully. I hope you're getting in, because we're about to give it a 2-minute clock. It's Marion, Wisconsin's right now. But if anybody says to themselves, no, I'd like to have that in my collection, I'd like to get that as well, I'd like to try it, I'd like to see what a 2 carat, maybe again, I can't show you the color change here in the studio environment, but it's something you can witness in person when you expose that to UV light. So let's get it done. Final. And there's $100 at least coming off that price tag. So Mary's got the right idea, and we will give it a final 2 minutes. Let's see if anybody else wants to give it a challenge here. Give it a shot. You got a very, very small window to get in. If it's anything like lately, it seems like that delay on the broadcast is a little extra. So you want to dial on the early side of the clock to be in and ready to go. So there it is. And our last call already. What a stone and a 2 carater. They're going for 3,800 carat in the wholesale world. That's 38 times 2, by the way. You'd have to times that by 2 to account for that stone being the 2 carat size it is. So you're talking about $7,600 for the stone. If you're just shopping the stone loose and wholesale, we've got the band. Well, a band right now is $2,000 worth of gold. Sorry, it is. I can't fight the gold world. It is doing what it's doing. So you got $2,000 in the band. As I say, $2 grand for a band. That's kind of what the basic is right now for a gold band. Then you've got those important diamonds, 6 pointers on each side, all angled, so that it takes the geometrics of the Asher, continues to really kind of give it a theme there, but then the angle makes it so interesting and a little bit different. We're about to see at the top of the hour our last look ever, sadly, at our carat 33 princess and round brilliant diamond band. So that's going to be a kind of a sad farewell moment to a band that has been beloved here for a long, long time. We'll see that coming up at the top of the hour, so stay with us. Plus, we have 2 wheels. I'm going to actually show you, last night we had a lot of you miss out on a conch pearl. I had a 2 carat conch pearl. It sold out very quickly, and you wondered if we had any more. So today I gathered what we have left in conch pearls. We're going to bring them all on a wheel, put them on display, give you a discount on those as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. But 1,000 and our last call. All right, Mary, we'll have have it right out to you. It sounds like that's going to be yours. No challengers as of yet. What a fabulous value that is, and way to go. All right, coming up, thank you. We're going to go ahead and call it officially here in 10 seconds, but it's looking real good. So that's going to be once, twice, three times. Then we've got a zircon. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here's the inside. Yeah, pretty standard here. It's a basket, triple basket. You've got that, way that it still acts as an undergallery because it's setting. It's not like it's floating above your hand with no structure underneath. You've got the way that that's going to sit up just a little bit. Look at how wide. See how that's why we do really high quality bands. You can see the depth of it, the thickness of it all the way around. There's no tapering at all. It's the same depth throughout the very, very back center as it is on the sides. Really well done there. Congratulations, that is sold. Here comes the very large zircon. This is just outstanding. Look at that. Now, I'm confused. I've had this before. And back when it was $59.99, I thought, just given everything that I know about the business and haven't done this, stood up here for, 20,000 hours of shopping time, selling just jewelry, nothing but, I gotta say, I was surprised that this stuck around on day one when it was back when it was $59.99. I was really surprised. I thought that was the value that was going to see a stone of this size. I mean, it's 8 carats 30. Now, this didn't make it to the zircon wheel the other day, where all of our zircons of the big 8 carat sizes sold out. And that was because those were really focal. The focal point of that particular wheel was much more on the hyacinths, the champagnes, a little more. They had a brown color to them for the most part. Each one had kind of a yellow-brown mix. This is really a true, bright, stunning golden. I mean, it's just popping. Look at that. So you'll see what I'm talking about here when it's just undeniable. This is even a little bit brighter than most of our yellows that we've had. It's really a superstar of a stone. No question about it. It's item number 112-588 or 5681. And it's just wild to see that kind of color. And then wait till you see it actually move a little bit more. When you see this move to the point of like when it's on your hand and you're active and you're moving around and about, this is going to be even more electric. It's 71 points in diamonds around it and down the sides. Let me show it to you on the hand here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Wow. So this is what it does. It just takes all that saturation, and boy, does it highlight it. Really throws the light every which direction, and that color is so saturated. What everybody would assume is a diamond, because it's still a zircon, so it's got a double refraction property. So it's going to be very, very glittery and just on point with those bright lights you see. This is one only, stays in yellow gold, not going to be, again, $59.99, nothing wrong with that price. But when a piece sticks around, it's got to go. And there's even a little extra detail. Let me try to highlight the table facet right there. See, it's a diamond shape to the table facet, where normally in a cushion that would be just a square or rectangle. Instead, it's a diamond shaped table facet. So it's part of what is that extra facet pattern that makes this so unique and interesting from a distance away. I am proud that we can say, here's your best value. Here's the best way to get it. Here's one of our ultimate high style, best of the best zircons in this bright golden color, and it will not be anywhere near $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000. You got a major, major value happening. There is only the one. It's not 39. It's not 29. Somebody's gonna walk away with it. And yet, yellow gold. Look at this on the hand again, because the size is enormous. That might be the issue. It is a larger stone. It is a larger ring. It is, but we kept it tailored with the halo, kept it really kind of classic in that sense, didn't go over the top and keep adding and adding and adding so that it's a dinner plate on your hand. It just is bright and stunning. No one's gonna miss that stone. That is a very, very impressive and impactful gem. It's not $2,500 though. So this is what vault clearance embodies. Lowest prices ever. Those are the 3 key words to remember during this event. It's lowest prices ever. There's no hope of getting any better value than what's happening on the screen during, oh, and by the way, we have 10 shows left in the year. 10. Did y'all hear me? 10 shows in 2025. So there are 10 days to move everything out the vault. 10 days before we bring you the brand new, 10 shows, that is. Obviously, that's shows. We're not here Monday or Tuesday, that's why. So this is where, again, because 2 weeks from tonight is 2026. It's New Year's Day. So that means we got 10 shows left to shop the vault, 10 shows to shop everything that exists at this blowout, at this discount, at this major clearance price. And it's not 25 or 24 or 23. It's only $22.99 to get the yellow or the real golden. It's more than yellow. It's got more body. It's got more richness, more saturation to it, but without the browns and the orange tones. It's a real true golden color. It's going to be a little over $2,000 to get it home. It's basically right around $2,000. And then we've got our top of the hour. Literally, it's 90 seconds away. So we will bring you the top of the hour, which is going to be that major band. It's a blowout and it's a goodbye. It's a goodbye to our band ring that is a triple row style with princess and rounds together. We are only selling what we have in stock, and we're only selling the ring sizes that we have so that they can go out tomorrow. So you're going to want to be extra fast on that to get your ring size and your gold preference. We also do have a Malaya garnet for the gentleman. That's pretty unique. So a really pretty kind of pink purple stone. The Blue Star Sapphire is also here. And again, you got to get requesting because I told you we have about 50 minutes of jewelry. I've shown you more. So we've got 58 minutes through. So we need 2 hours of your requests as well so we can get everything at home. And that should be next, the golden zircon. All right, so coming up, we have 1 minute till our top of the hour. Let me also remind you that we have Paraibas out of Brazil. The ultimate collector stone is Brazilian Paraiba. And they're never that big a size because, you know, the largest one I think we had was a, 50 pointer, 70 pointer, something like that. We had a 70, we had a 56, and then the rest were all 1 pointers. These are the accent stones in this beautiful mirror finished disc. That feels very modern, very fresh. And then we have, okay, we're going to get to it. We're going to get you started because this is the band ring everybody wants to have. It's such an elite level because it's princess and rounds together. So we're going to start with the white gold, which we have luckily a little bit more of. If the yellow gold is what you like, I only have one. Now, I am going to have to play, we're going to play the Cinderella game here, which simply means, I feel like this whole event is a bit of a Cinderella situation because everything turns into a pumpkin at midnight, essentially. Everything gets melted down that doesn't go from our show in this vault clearance. Welcome in, everybody. It's our top of the hour almost, this band. This is the Cinderella element of it. There are only the sizes we have. It's not going to be sized because it's a very complex ring to size. Really, to size it, you have to start over and make a new one. So again, welcome in. This is our big top of the hour. I'm so glad you're here with us. My name is Lauren Blair. We got a couple hours left tonight on our Thursday, and happy holidays to you. 2 weeks from tonight, the sale will be gone. It'll be New Year's Day, so we're taking the vault pieces, everything that exists, clearing it out, giving you 10% extra off on everything you shop for. What an important night to be shopping a ring like this. A band style that is also going to have the princess and the rounds together and only a few sizes to go around. So here's how this breaks down. It's 1128922. And by the way, that gorgeous golden zircon is still hanging out for somebody. And then we've got a couple wheels to get to. We'll blow out our conch pearls. We'll show you some beautiful blue-green tourmalines and the like. But here we are with what is going to be the only one in yellow gold right here is a size 9. That's what I mean. We can't size these. The good news is they're going to go right out tomorrow. The bad news is we may not have everybody's ring size or gold color, but it is the last time we're seeing it. And we're saying goodbye to this one. This is not something we're going to be making again because, well, there's about $4,300 worth of just gold. And I mean that entirely because this is a very complex setting style. Gold isn't just, now a lot of you go, well, so there's 31 grams of gold in that ring. No, gold, jewelry doesn't work that way. That's gold pricing is different. Gold pricing per ounce is for, you know, obviously pure gold. When you're talking about jewelry, it's a little different because you have all the labor involved. And so it's not always just completely equivalent to how many grams you have of jewelry. That's different. So what we're doing here is our most complex setting of triple row style. It would have been a lot easier to just take the same diamond size, put them in 3 rows and call it a day. The difference here is that you've got the round brilliance top and bottom, the princess cuts running underneath, and I mean underneath because they're actually set a little lower. So here's the problem. We have a yellow gold size 9. On white gold, we actually have a few of them. They're basically between 6 and 8. So let me tell you what we have. We have 1 in a size 6, 1 6.5, 7, 7.5, and then we have actually 2 in a size 8 in the white gold. So basically 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, and then 8 in the white gold. And I've only got 1 of each, except for the 8, we have 2. So that is it. That's what we can do. The good news is they get put in a box and they get sent out to you tomorrow, so you'll have it in a couple of days. But here's the problem. We're not making it again. We've got a better price than what we could ever make it for today. Like I said, there's about $4,300 worth of gold before you set the carat 33 in diamonds, which are 90 points in the princess. So that may be one row, but they're really large. And then you get the double row in the round brilliance as well. So here's how we make this happen. And this is a band that is something rare here because we don't usually see this. It's a band that's all finished. All through the inside. It has got a finished under gallery behind it. And I want you to look at something no one else would show you but me. Look at that. The depth of the gold. Why not? This is a very solid, heavy band. It's meant to be worn every day, all day, for the rest of time. So there's the white. Here's the yellow. Again, the yellow only has one. It's a size 9. This is also a band, though, because of its size being so large, it'll work on a different variety of fingers. So you don't have to wear it just on the ring finger. It can be worn essentially anywhere you'd like. So do keep that in mind. If you have a size 9, and you want the yellow gold, maybe that's going to be your index finger. Maybe it's going to be your ring finger. It's wherever you want to wear it. But it's a better price because today, just to put it all together, would cost right around $8,200. Just to make it from us, the manufacturer, this is why we have the great values we do, is because we manufactured this some time ago. We do our own manufacturing. It doesn't have to pass through 3 different, 4 different, 10 different. Usually on average, jewelry goes through 8 different hands before it gets to you, the consumer, because everyone has their hand in the jewelry assembly process. There's the metals market, there's the acquisition of the stones, there's obviously someone who designs it, there's someone who separately casts it, and so on and so forth. The process keeps going, and usually 8 steps between the piece being made and you. So this is where you've got a direct connect right into your house. That's it. This is why you save so much money. And it's not going to be, keep in mind, let us know what ring size and color you want, and they will be gone and they can go out right away. That's the beauty of it. We may be limited, but at least they go out quickly, and that's the beauty, and you'll have it in a couple of days. And the finishing is amazing. Here's what it looks like on the hand. I'm going to try them on different fingers of the hand so you can see how it'll look in different places. So you can really see here, I've got one of the 6s in the white gold here, and I've got the one and only yellow gold right there for you, so you can see what that's all about. But you're going to choose your favorite, and look at that. And you can stack them. So if I had another white gold here, I would put it right next to it because it's got that straight edge. It stacks beautifully, but it's not going to be the $8,200. I can't do that. 82, no. 8,000, no. 7 or 6 or 5, we're getting warmer. We're getting to a better value here. But this is one of the elite bands we make. It's different. No one understands that except the people who are in the jewelry business, who understand that princess cuts cost way more than round brilliants do. So when you're working with anything with a princess cut, that's why the price tends to go up on those particular varieties of cuts. We see that. We saw that with cross pendants the other day. Everyone was like, that is a really great value for the princess cuts. That's the difference maker. It's a whole different elite level when you get into the princess cut varieties, especially when they're big sizes like these are. 90 points in just one row there of your diamonds. Take a look at it. It's going to be not 5, not 4, not even $3,000, making it a really big value here. And if you can get your favorite, and those are some of the classic sizes for band rings there in the white gold. So the good news is, hopefully it'll fit somewhere, and that's really the important thing here, to get them while they're still here, especially when they're not $3,000, not $2,000, and not $19.99, and you've got an extra opportunity to get 10% extra off. If that goes away, 10 more shows, 30 more hours over the course of the rest of the year. That's very important to think about. And this will not even be $19.99. Here is your one last chance. This gets melted down long before the end of the year arrives. That's also important to remember. So you got to act quickly, especially if you understand quality of this is quality like this is not available going forward. Even here it would be $8,300. We're going to bring it down below even $19 or $18.99. It's going to be your last call in this band. It's only $1,888. You've got $200 almost coming off that price. So our price for you is $16.99 on the band that you're looking at now. Pick a size, pick a gold color. We'll cross them off as they go. But again, 2 available in the size 8 in the white gold. The rest are all one-of-a-kinds. And Jason, you're already thinking about the yellow gold there. It is, again, remarkable what we have here as price tag goes. But there's also that limitation of just essentially basically 2, 4, yeah, just like 7 different rings here to go around at $16.99. They should be gone. Yeah. White gold size 7 is gone. All right, white gold size 7 gone. We'll take that off the screen. It'll be, again, 2 in the size 8, and then you'll have your 6, 6.5, and 7.5 available in the white gold. Only one, I apologize, only one in the yellow gold size 9. Which one would you like? And then we'll cross them off as we go. Which one? Yellow gold, gone. Yellow gold is now gone. The size 9 and the yellow gold is spoken for. And we have our last call. White gold 6, 6.5, 7.5, or 8. I do have 2 available in the size 8 of the white gold. Those should be long gone. We'll give it 60 seconds. We got to move. We've got our key earrings coming up. They are literal key drop earrings with hoop as well. Something that just were made because you'd asked for one of my own earrings, so we made them for you. We got a great big Tanzanite value. I haven't talked much on that, but you're going to be really delighted with what we're going to see tonight in a major 7-carat 04 Tanzanite that's going to be on the way. A great value coming up there. Our new Trillion. Did you see that mint tourmaline I showed you with the Paraiba colors? There's a mint tourmaline that is also happening tonight in the show. Brand new Trillion cut. We should probably show that shortly. But again, 6, 6.5, 7.5, or 8, and 2 in the 8. And they stack beautifully. They really do. There is a perfect stackability. Like anything you want to put it next to is if it's got a straight edge, it's going to sit beautifully next to it. You can take your pick of the sizes here, but it is last call, and then we're never seeing it again. And I know our jewelers are still here, so they're actually starting melting things tonight too. So between getting things ready to ship tomorrow and starting the melt process of this event, it really is important you take what you love while they're here in our final seconds remaining, okay? Thank you so much. $18.88 really is $16.99, so a much better value. Yes, size 8, just 1 or 2? 1. Okay, so we're now down to 1. 1 only in the size 8, 1 only in the size 6, 6.5, and 7.5. And usually the good news is that we're fine tuning there, but certainly if you wear a 6, you can probably wear the 6.5. If you wear an 8, you can probably wear the 7.5. And so just pick what you can. And if you still want to get, like even, I think you could get the 6 and 6.5 and still stack them together if you want to. That would not be a problem. So it's a very small difference in sizing. So they're here and still stackable for you. If you want to get a couple of them, you can do that. Same with the 7.5 and an 8. If you want to get both of those, they'll still stack really well. You don't need to necessarily have the same exact size. We're going to get to our really new Trillion cut tourmaline here. This amazing, amazing piece that is blue-green, looks like the best Paraiba in the world. It really does. And there it is. This is just, I don't know if you need me for this. Like, again, I can't talk you anything you don't like. You have to like it first. The jewelry is what sells itself. I'm just here to provide you a value. That's why I show up, is to give you a great value. Because otherwise, if you slap a price on that, it's $59,000, good night. You know, I mean, have you tried walking into a jewelry store? I know you don't need to anymore, you've got us. But for those that still venture into the jewelry store, there aren't many as there used to be, but if you're looking and you're looking for high quality like this, you're probably having to go to one of the big cities, and not everybody lives in a big city. And I think that's what, is one of the great things about what we do, is that travel's expensive. If it was easy to just get in the car and drive to New York City, okay, do it. If it's easy to go get in the car and get into the airport and get on a plane and travel to a big, fine, you've got access to anything you want. You're paying more, but you've got access. Some people just don't, it shouldn't be that challenging to get great quality jewelry. But the truth is, it's so sparse and so rare to find really good high level jewelry. Usually it involves a lot of extra. This is right to your house. You pick what you like. You see it on TV, you get the best viewpoint of it, and then you get to have it sent to your home and delivered to your doorstep. That's the way it's done. And you have here a stone that honestly, you're gonna go to all the finest stores in the world and still not find anything quite like it. 9890 is the number. It is our really beautiful 1 and only 2-carat 58. Please don't wait too long on this one, because it's gonna be flying. Really, truly flying. This is a stunning stone. It's a 258 Trillion mint green. It's a blue green. It's got the blues and the greens together, and an element of real beauty here. This Congolese is everything. It is also 89 points in the diamond weight, perfectly surrounding it as your classic halo here as well. But this is one for the ages. It's one we can change the gold color. If you need it right away, I would probably say leave it in the white. But if you want yellow gold or rose gold, please know that's an option. 258 is the size. Now, if that was a 258 Paraiba, if it had known copper content, it'd be somewhere in that $45,000 range right here on the show. Look what that does. I would contend that with those really bright, sparkling VS diamonds, I think the center stone is sparkling even more than the VS diamonds are. And that is not easy for any stone to do, let alone a tourmaline that's supposed to have all kinds of inclusions. They are type 3 after all. They are. So you've got an extremely important high-level stone that not a lot of people are ever going to own in this world. And we are so proud to bring this to you, to make it happen. We're getting toward that halfway point of the show already, and this one's got to go. And I'm not going to leave it here. And you know these tourmalines are extremely important. And if they end up having copper one day, fabulous. You just saved about $45,000 on a per carat on the stone, because they're 60, 70,000 on a great day. Here's what it looks like on the hand. This is everything. Look at that. Oh my, look at that. That's some serious color right there. It's, you know what everyone's going to think? They're going to think you're wearing some kind of turquoisey blue-green diamond, which they do exist. But again, what would a 2.5 carat blue-green diamond be? It's just one of those that I don't think this is a stretch. If you love it, call me. You're going to own it. You're going to be very proud of the values. There's just another way to wear it with the point pointing away from the hand there. Our 258 is second to none. This is supposed to be tonight on our show with the vault clearance before your 10% off. It is supposed to be $5,999. It's a wonderful price. I could literally tout that price all day, every day, and say, come on in. But all of you, I've created a monster here, and I love it, because I've spoiled you to pieces for 9+ years. And I've given you values on jewelry that you should never see anywhere else, and that's why you're here. For the value, for the discount, for the amazing opportunity to even see a stone, let alone own a stone like this. And we're going to go ahead and now send it out at an even better price when it's brand new right now. And you don't have to spend even $5,000 or $4,000. You can tell. I don't know how it's looking on your screen. Some of you watch on phones, computers, maybe a good old-fashioned TV. I know. Maybe the old school way. TV. If that stone is not sparkling and searing this like amazing neon color into your screen, then you may need to adjust your settings a bit, because it is off the charts good. And for as beautiful as it looks here on camera, wait till you see this thing in person. Absolutely amazing. $4,000, $3,000, you're not paying any of it. We're going to do a really important value. One caller gets it, and you have, I think, one of the prettiest pieces we could possibly bring to you right now. It's not even $29.99. This is a mega stone. We have a whole wheel of blue greens coming up. I'm going to do them right after this, because if you don't like this one, I'll show you 4 others that you might. But this trillion is not going to be topped as far as brilliance. We're going to see a wheel. There's no trillion. I've got this one leading into a wheel. When this one goes, you're going to have to select one of the smaller stones that we have coming up on a wheel. They're beautiful too. They're all blue-green as well, but this is the ultimate, and it's not even $29. Let's make it even better than $2,500. I'm loaning it out, $24.99, and there's an extra $250 off that price for you as well. So $22.49 instead, if you'd like to get that one. And here comes, no, I was hoping it was a request. Boo-hoo, it's not a request. Have we not had a request yet? 75 minutes into the show, no request yet. Come on in. Let's make it happen, guys. Whatever you want to see from the vault. And we can, in most cases, send it out to you tomorrow. So that's a big deal as well. And then have it right out, and you're getting it in a couple of days, and it's that little extra special, little something arriving for you. Aren't you kind of, yeah, we're all seeing everything else arrive for everybody else. Here's the gorgeous tourmaline. And then we're going to do this wheel. So I have the same types of colors here. Some are out of the Congo and some are out of Brazil. And I'm going to show you an oval around, actually let's get some multiple ovals, because this one's gone, right? Of course it is. No question, no doubt, it's going to be. So we're still waiting for that one to go, right? Okay, so let me show you what else we have, because they're all slightly different. And we have the 3 ovals and around. And, oh boy, hopefully that one will stay. Here comes the round. We're going to put that in the back center. And here comes the other oval. So 3 ovals and a round. Don't worry, I'm going to go zoom back. Let me just trot around here. Trot, trot, trot. And then zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. So this is our wheel of Congolese and Brazilian. Can you guess which one's Brazilian? Right there. And all elements of blue-green, but all slightly different as well. and a wheel. So all 4 rings are going to be the same price, and they've all been here before. They've gotten several airings. They're on their way out. They're fabulous designs. I think the colors are amazing because even where it's more green, they're not straight up green. Not a single one of them is just green. They have an element of blue green. Certainly they're all a little different. That's good because personal preferences are different. So now we get to show you again, 3 out of the Congo, 1 out of Brazil. The Brazilian stone, once again, is going to be on the left side of your screen. It is the oval on the left. And then the rest are Congolese, okay? Congo round, Congo oval, and this is the Brazilian stone. So there would be something to be said about, you know, considering Brazil is where the first discovery of Paraibas was made back in 1989, there might be some extra little panache there with that oval on the left side. But they're all the same price. And we just saw that tourmaline, we just saw our minty green and the trillion go out for $24.99. Now we're going to take each and every one, which I'm going to walk you through some carat weights because some are actually larger than the last and some are, well, one. The Brazilian's a little smaller. That's a carat 40, 58 points in diamonds. The others are going to be all 2 carats plus. We have our 223 on the round. We have the oval up front, which is going to be 289. And then we go to the largest, which is actually over here on the right. That is the 3 carat 25 in that elongated oval. It looks large, doesn't it? And it is. It's the largest of the batch. And now we get to take them down below $24.99. That only is a great starting point because, let's face it, they started higher. $49.99 is where they started. But given that we just saw that trillion go for $24.99, let's take that as a jumping off point here and give you an even better value. Then that price for all 4 rings, you just select which one you like the best, and then we'll get them out the door to you, okay? So it's just as easy as they're all going to stay in the gold colors they're in. It's just a matter of which size do you need, and if you need it in time, be sure and let your operator know so we can get that, you know, extra out to you super quick. But look at how beautiful they are. And they're all just giving their own personality and their own designer mountings. And they're not even $2,000 or $19.99. So let's all watch this price just crash and do an even better value than $19 or $18 or $17.99. Here's the moment you want to take advantage of right away because it's not even $17.77. And oh, I love that price because where that's taking it after the 10%, but we're not leaving them there. We'll go $1,699 for any ring up there that you like, and they will be coming down by another $170. So that means your price tag is $1,529 at checkout. If you'd like to get any one of those 4, we'll give it 60 seconds to shop them. Then our key earrings are coming up. There's still Brazilian Paraiba to show you. We're still waiting that first request. We're going to have a wild moment on Tanzanite. We're going to show you a 7 carat oval in a great looking mounting. That's going to be discounted and heavily. And then we have a gents ring we haven't seen in a while. I was calculating today what this would be. It's over $12,000 today. Can I show this on the hand, Tony, real quick? This is a very sizable ring. And a gal can wear it too, but it's major. Look at the size of this gents ring we have. Wow. And we have the white and the yellow. So that's going to be our lowest price. By the way, when we made this, I'll tell you the whole story when we get there. It's so exciting. When we made that, everyone lost their minds because it was so heavy. And it was made about, what, 9 years ago. It's literally one of the first items we made. And back then, it was over $7,000. I'm going to reduce it today. And that was when gold was what, like $2,000 an ounce? It's more than double that. So we're going to get to that really heavyweight, all covered in diamond ring for the gents or ladies. But last call on, okay, are we melting all 4? All right, all 4. No problem. We got some pieces to melt. That's okay. But we got the key earrings coming up. And it's only white or yellow. It's another great pair of earrings. It's going to go out right away. So I'm looking forward to these. These were literally duplicated after an earring that I wore. And they're also going to be that same style as the cross where you can remove and wear it just as a hoop and any which way you like. And that to me, I just, why not? Why not utilize your jewelry and wear it in different ways on different days? And doesn't that just make for smart economics? You're spending on one piece and you've got a piece that's wearable in so many different avenues. Now this is a bit cool, like I gotta say, it's like a little different, right? We're not talking about, oh, I've seen that, I own 3 pairs of those. This is different. And we've got my key earring here in white or yellow gold only, and it's gonna be 111-2617. They were designed a long time ago. They were made a long time ago. That's all indicated by that item number 2617, but they're also done in really important diamonds. So the drop, this is a hoop to start, but the key is completely removable. This is, if you were with me for my cross earrings I had earlier tonight, you know that we saw that removable wear multiple ways style. Same thing is happening here. You can remove the key portion and just wear it as a beautiful ½ or so hoop in solid gold. Or you can add the key and wear it that way. Now you could also take the key off and you could wear it as a pendant. So there's a lot of versatility to those earrings. And there's my yellow and my white. And we only have one pair, by the way, in the yellow, as is pretty customary these days. The yellow's more limited than the white gold, just because usually we start with more white gold. And so the yellow gold's only limited to one pair. The white gold we're okay on. We've got just a couple of those. So it's going to be, though, a carat one in diamonds. And that's the key portion, all pave. You can see with these little details down below with the mix of the pave and the mirror finishing, it really does give it those details where it reminds me exactly of my mailbox key. It looks exactly like it. It's the same size and scale and shape and everything. So it looks very realistic, but it's all covered in diamonds. And you've got all of these gorgeous mirror finishing. And again, wear it with the hoop by itself or with the drop. And you can put something through the, there's a large enough opening there on each key where you could put it through a chain. Like that's going to work over a lot of your basic chains or your DBTYs. And then you can wear the key or both keys. You could put one or two together on a chain, wear it as a necklace. One of the biggest, most important designer pieces I have is they stopped manufacturing. There was so much demand. It was from many years ago. There was a great designer who did key pieces in diamonds, and I splurged and got one. And the thing is still one of my favorites of all. It's like literally like a key like this on a chain. And it's really just a special look. They don't make any noise. They don't have any movement besides the movement of the key itself. And yet you can take it right off, easy peasy, click and closure for the hoop. They're wonderful. And they're really just, again, something a little more designer and chic. Now, if the complication was when we first made them, and obviously there's a lot going on here. There's an 1.5 inches or so in length. The hoop itself, by the way, is going to be right at a 1/2 inch or so, maybe just a tad more. So there's a wearability about them. They're not gigantic, but they do show up and they look fantastic. Did you notice also there's a left and a right design to each key? So they're not exactly the same. We did 2 separate castings, made each key a little different, and you see the little tines of the key there on each side. So you can wear them inside, outside, whatever you want to do. But there's only, again, one in yellow, the rest are in white, and this is a fantastic value. However, when they were designed and made for the first time about 8 years ago, what happened was we went a little over the top. We put a large diamond weight. They got a little pricey for a piece that may be a little different. You know, it's not your classic. It's not a hoop, a stud, a drop. It's a little different. When I had these on 8 years ago, and it was a big debut Sunday, and everyone was waiting for them, and then it kind of, to be honest, it fell a little flat just because they were $6,000. They were $59.99. And that was a little more, and still is a little more than our typical price point. So a lot of you said, I really want them, I'd really like them, but I'm not ready to spend $6,000. Well, who knew that on December 18th of 2025, we'd be bringing them out on a very, very special Thursday night, because you know what also, 35 minutes away, we'll talk about the anniversary moment. The commemorative anniversary moment of our Tanzanite. But that's another story. This is going to be that discount that we were waiting for way back then. It's just happening 8 years after the fact. And you're not having to pay even what they cost. And that's the beauty of it. I'm going to show one on here as well so you can see what they will look like. We'll show one up close as well. Let's do that really quickly here so you can see all the beautiful diamond work and the way that they're designed and see them that way. I don't know if they're going to sit up on their own, probably not, but we'll just hang on to that thought for a moment so I can just pop one on the ear for you and show you what they're all about. But again, wear them solo if you want to, wear them just as a hoop. I mean, this really is a fabulous way to go. But when I tell you they're going under cost, I remember this was designed after my own earring. They cost us, and we don't work on big margins, so even back 8 years ago, we were looking at about a $5,700 cost. And today, we just know that's not going to be any easier today to move them out than it was 8 years ago. Take a look at them on. You see I opted to put the key kind of facing away from the ear. So there you really see that size perspective and really get a sense of how really important they are. There's just, you know, a perfect read on what the design is all about. It's a compliment magnet to wear that style, and we're going to do better than the 5,700 or the 5,000 or the 4 or the 3 or the 2 or the 1999, because this is just a bit, we understand, a little more whimsical, little something different and unexpected. Maybe you didn't show up today looking precisely for a removable style hoop versus key, but this is something you'd like to have, and we're going to blow them out for better than $19.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. I'll hold up the yellow gold as well so you can see what that's going to look like up close and personal. And remember, where it is a mirror finished gold hoop on its own if you choose to, here's the yellow gold. That is, again, the one and only pair we have is the yellow gold. Take advantage, or you can mix and match them. Again, you can wear them without the key on one side if you want to go with the asymmetrical look that all the big designers are doing, but it will not be $1,900 or $1,500. When we tell you these are just, this is better than a melt price by far. This is your moment to take advantage. And again, look at the finishing. The finishing is just as amazing. There will be times when you put them on backwards just because you couldn't tell which was the diamond side because the finishing in the back is so well done. And there's a great weight, but they're not heavy at all, and they will sell out. But operators, we only have one in the yellow gold. The rest are in the white gold. We'll sell every single pair we have. If you are shopping for someone who's very high style, very maybe, again, they're in their 20s, their 30s, this is a very popular style still to this day that is really popular with that crowd, that group, that age group. Again, you know who you are, and you know if you have a style that's very personal and individual to yourself, and you have no problem having something a little different or that stands out, this is the way to do it. But this price tag, again, these were designed after my very own earring 8 years ago. They were that price so long ago. They're not 15, they're not 14, they're not 13. This is so far below cost. It's worth it just to get them for the hoop. I mean, the really important part, of course, are the diamond keys with the carat 01 of VS diamonds. But this would be a great value just for a solid gold hoop in today's marketplace. And, oh, by the way, they're better than $13.99. They're going even lower. Come on over and take a look at the keys. White or yellow, yes. Yellow gold's already gone because that's what happens with the yellow gold these days. So just white gold remains. And it will not be 13. Let's go even lower than that. Here's the white gold, and that usually, historically, has been our most popular because it's the great way to show off the spectacular VS diamonds. But they will not be $13.99. Got a better value for you. And there, nobody breathe. That's just kind of propped up there against the other one. Let's go ahead and send it out. And again, wear it as a pendant, wear it as a plain hoop, wear it any way you want. 1 or 2 keys together on a chain, but they will not be 13. They are $1,299. That is our ultimate low price of all time by far, and that makes them $11.69 at checkout, and just the white gold is remaining available. So that's it. That is all, and those keys will be out of here and gone. That's it. 12, yeah. 1 pair in the white gold gone. We've only got 4 pairs left in the white gold. So take advantage, and that's the last chance to ever see them. So that's going to be it, guys. $12.99 turns into $1,169. Please take your choice of. They're fantastic and so unique. So special. And really, again, if you're willing to step a little bit outside the box and have an earring that still gives you great movement and visibility and great sparkle with the diamonds being over a carat, this is the way to get them for $1,169. All right, so we're going to move on in 60 seconds. White gold's all that remains, and congratulations if you get them. All right, so that big heavy-duty gents ring is coming up, plus our Tanzanite. We didn't have enough Tanzanite left to do a big anniversary special because, you know, today is the 7-year anniversary. I'm going to try to have them throughout the weekend, so we decided to maybe put one special Tanzanite deal all throughout the weekend here, but this is also going to be our really important 7-carat 04 blue wing coming up at the top of the hour. It's in about 28 minutes from now, so stay with us for that. Also, we have the last now 2 pairs, someone just took 2 pairs of the white gold, so we've got 2 pairs left in the white gold of the key, multiple style to wear it earring, again, reversible, convertible, if you will, style earring. Okay? Give the keys to the castle. Give the keys to the car. Maybe it's I love it as a companion gift for like the new homeowner. I love it as, you know, maybe it's, see, I don't do hearts. I love love, but I'm not into hearts. I don't know why. Wasn't into them as a little kid, not into them now as an adult. I don't like the symbol of love in a heart. I like to show others, and maybe this is you're holding the key to someone's heart. These are the different unusual ways you can still, like the infinity symbols, another way to show and express love in jewelry in symbolic terms without necessarily doing the heart. So this could also be that. So it's a lot of different ways and a lot of symbolism that the key carries with it, of course. So that's important to remember as well. Let's move on. We've got our really special diamond earrings here. We do have a conch pearl wheel, so I'm going to do that now because that was the big thing yesterday about this time, was there was a 2-carat conch pearl that was quick to go. And so many of you had not only reached out in the moment, but also since then, and wondered if we could get you some other conch pearls. So great news, gathered up what we had in the inventory. Last pair left on the keys now, white gold only. Last pair, last call, they will not melt down. Here we are with our fabulous 3 conch pearls left. Okay, I don't know how you're gonna choose, they're all so good, but I'm gonna put this one right there in the front and center. And then here we go. These are the 3 remaining. This is not a time to wait. We're very busy on the phone lines. We get busier as the night goes on these weekdays because obviously we're just getting into prime time in about a half an hour or so. Would you like a key earring? Okay. I counted you in, Jason. I felt pretty confident. So we have that one left because Jason is getting a pair. So one left on the white gold key earrings now. One left. That's it. And we only had 6 to start, and they're almost gone. So here we are, looking at our fabulous 3 conch pearls. And yesterday's that went so quickly was very, very affordable. These are also going to be very, very affordable. It is one of the rare stones in the world. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights that you have because that's important as well. And we're going to start with, well, let's start with the smallest of the 3 is actually going to be right in the center. That's our 73 pointer with 81 points in diamonds. They're all 3 in platinum, by the way. So this is that rare, rare, rare out of the sea snail shell in the Caribbean, found along the beaches of the Caribbean, but of course really limited, pretty much considered an extinct gemstone, but an organic gemstone because it comes from and derives from a living organism, much like coral, but it's not coral. It's far more rare than even the Mediterranean coral, like we sold out of earlier tonight. This has either 73 points in the oval here with 81 points in diamonds, or I'm working our way up. The next size up is right over here. That's going to be the 80 pointer on the left side of your screen, 71 points in diamonds. The largest of them all is on the right side. It also maybe has the most saturation of color, 89 points in the round, 43 points in diamonds. All 3 will be the same ridiculous low price. And I mean ridiculous because this is a stone that even by itself does not go this low. And it's very rare to find. And of course, we've brought a Chilean platinum, which is awfully nice as well. So the platinum setting, the great diamond weight that you're getting around each and every one of them, and a brand new blowout price. And remember how many of you missed out yesterday on the 1. So now we're bringing you all what are considered light 1 carats. What you see is what you get. They are all one of a kind. They all stay in platinum. All we need to do is find out what ring size you need, and it will be delivered in that ring size. But they will be much more affordable than the $79.99 they started as. They're going significantly less than that. It's a mega value, and it's one of the rare stones you can ever own. So there's that too. They're extremely rare. There's no 2 ways about it. It's a rare gem. And all we have to do now is send them out at one crazy low price that would be under the price of the platinum by itself. So if you have a favorite especially, you start dialing now, because otherwise they're going to be flying right out from under you and you're going to miss them again, because we have the reason they're here gathered tonight as a trio is because so many of you missed out on the conch pearl I had last night that is gone. So now we get to bring you the better than even $3,000 price tag. That's a big jump. From $8,000 to $3,000, we just saved you $5,000 on each and every one of them. The truth is they're going far less than even $29.99. And this will be, guys, what does it and sends them out right here, right now. $29.99. Remember, there's an extra 10%. That is going to save you on top of these already big savings and discounts you're getting. It is one of those that if you're missing out, you're missing out. Nothing I can do. We can't get any more conch pearls. I haven't had a new one come in. They all came in one. It was like a little mini tsunami, if you will, just like what you'd have on the beach. But of course, we'd be lucky if a sea snail shell was able to wash up on the beach anymore. There's huge penalties if you ever find one. You're not allowed to even touch them or actually leave the beach with them. They're just super endangered and very rare. And not every shell has a conch pearl within it. Very few of them do. It's only a small percentage. So it is really unusual. And it's not a traditional pearl. They're called that because they do come from a mollusk, but they're very different than a traditional pearl, and they obviously have a different appearance, but it's still coming from the mollusk. So made in that organic way, not even $29.99, $28.88. How about $27? You know what? $27.77 is really good because it brings it down, you know, 24, you understand, but I'm going to go even lower because I want to send them all out, and there's, again, one of each, and we're already busy on the phone lines, and they're only $26.99, which means $24.29 per ring. That's it. We got an hour and 20 minutes to go. Still awaiting our first request of the evening as well. If you got one, let me know what it is so we can bring it on out for you and give you the discount. One pair left still on the key earrings. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. One pair, white gold only, on our key drop earrings of that convertible style. So you let me know if you'd like that last pair. We also have the $24.29. Now, do you like the left, the right, the center? We'll try them on as you ask for them as well. Get you that great big discount extra, about almost $300 saved on each and every ring up there. Incredibly important. And then we've got our Brazilian Paraibas, our Tanzanite top of the hour. The men's ring is coming up next. We even have a Malaya Garnet gents ring as well. And then we'll do some recaps. If you don't have requests, that's fine. But we'll recap what we showed you earlier and get those pieces at home as well. Yes. What's that? Oh, okay. Another key? All right. So, sorry, I can't hear you whispering like that. Very back of the room. Always the one that's whispering. Can't hear a darn thing. Let's move on to our really, really special men's ring. This is going to be also a one only in yellow gold situation. So we see what's happening. Every time, it was the band ring, it was the key earrings, the yellow gold's the first to go. So let me warn you in advance. This gents ring, which again, we use that term to indicate how heavy it is in the gold, but there's only one in yellow gold. And look at the size. This is basically the size of all three of those rings together, and it's even more gold than if we took all those platinum rings and put them together. You've got more gold. This is one we made as a response to all the other gents rings that we had that were beloved, but there were so many gentlemen that said, wait, do you have another style besides the Wall of Diamonds? Because I own that. I own it. I've had people literally buy 4 and 5 of the Wall of Diamonds gents rings. So when we finally came up with something different, it was bigger, and so it involved a lot more gold. And so even though this goes back to 1110543, which is like an 8.5 year ago price point, it was one of the most expensive rings we've ever created, and it still is today, except the good news is we didn't make it today because we're taking the 8.5 year ago price tag. We're dropping that when gold, it was like, I think it was around $2,000. I could be actually a little off. It could have been less when I started here. This is also not just about an intense gold weight. Now you have the white gold too, but I know the yellow gold, if all the past pieces are an indication, the yellow gold's gonna go first. And then I have the white gold as well, but I wanna take you on a tour of the ring itself because it is, when I say substantial, I don't give you gram weights because that's highly dependent on the ring size you choose, and we do offer the free sizing. But look at this. Even the under gallery is substantial and detailed and high end. But then you look at the side. The walls of gold, the side profile, and then this almost buckle type of style, for lack of a better term. It's got one side into the other where it's this big blockade of diamond pave, and then that outside element that goes a little higher, and then you've got the white gold, same here in the white gold, but you can see 2 ways to wear it, and it's a carat 10 in diamonds as well. So there is one in the yellow gold, and there's also going to be 2 in the white gold, and that's it, 3 to go around, and we just, I think we're sold out in the keys, but check with your operators. So again, things are going very quickly because you know a value when you see one. There gets to be an even bigger value when you take a ring that's 8.5 years ago, that way back then, this was an important ring all along, still stands as one of our heaviest weights in rings. But even back then, so many of you said no thanks because it was $49.99 when it debuted. When it first came to play, it's a different story right now. This is our Let's Move It vault clearance. And if you think I'm upping it to today's price tag, that would put us around 18,000 bucks. I'm not doing that to you. Can't do it, won't do it. Here's your chance to pick it up. We've got 3 in the vaults ready to go, either the yellow gold or 2 in the white gold you can choose from. Gals can wear it as well. They're bigger sizes right now. They're tending to start around that size 10 for the standard gent size, but you can wear it too if you're a lady who likes a really big ring with a lot of gold and a lot of diamond weight. But it is time to pick up the phone now, because that 8.5 year ago price tag, here's the facts. I adore this steel. This vault clearance is just, it's so thrilling to be able to do something like this when gold has gone to these levels. So even if I just left everything where it used to be, that is a value today. It's fascinating to me that you'd think that we would have 20, 30 people fighting over it right now at $5,000, because today it'd be 18. And that's not retail, that's not wholesale, that's right here in this fantasy land we call T to the V to the O to the N. That's here. That's a value. Instead of $49.99, it's going significantly lower. It is not going to be $5,000. That's a wonderful price, because if I made it 8.5 years ago and that's the price it was, that is a major value today. Big time. I'm going lower because that tends to be what y'all like. Is if we take it far below the cost from even way back when we know what it would be today, a lot more, and you're not even paying the $4,999, that would be $500 extra if you take your 10%, and we encourage you to do so because there's no downside. There's no reason not to. We're offering it, take it. We're making sure everything from the vaults goes, and this is one of those back corner, deep in the vault, never comes out to play because it's just too much money for our audience. And you look at it and you go, it's 110 in diamonds. Nobody understands why this is $49.99. I'll take it lower right now. And when I tell you it's going to find its way out, I just wish I had more. In my mind, we're going to need like 50 of these rings, and we only have 3. 2 in white, 1 in yellow. When it's gone, it's gone. That's all I have. If I made it today, it'd cost me about $17,500 to make it. So I can't do that and sell it to you for less. It's just me buying jewelry for everybody is not going to be the most economical thing to do. It's not the way to run a business. But if we just take the 3 we have that were made some time ago, we'll look at it as water under the bridge, and we'll say, bye-bye. Here's your clearance. This is what you're here for. You're here for the big values. You certainly got one in front of you right now. I will take it lower, which is clearly where I think everybody wants to go, and make it an even better value. So it's not $49. Come on in. I'm just trying to pre-warn you here that this is not going to last. We've seen it over and over and over and over tonight, especially the yellow gold. It will not last. You've got a chance here to pick it up. It's not $4,000. I wish you could feel it. Obviously, that's the big difficulty here. You can't feel it yet. You can see it. I'm going to show you on the hand. Look at the inside. The inside should give you a big clue as to how really impressive this is. Of course, it's far too large in the ring size on me, but look at it on the hand anyways. So you can see what that's all about, what that does. What a piece. And if you are going, there's that hard to shop for guy in my life, we all have them. And it's not easy. This may be where you want to go. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? The dimension of the ring, the side profile of the ring. $4,000, $3,000. What about $29.99? I can't make our littlest men's rings $3,000. But you've got a better value. It's the largest one we do. This has been on the wish list of so many for so many years. Tonight is the night to get it. Tonight is the night to say yes. And again, it goes right out to you because we're only selling what we have made and ready to go. They are ready. They're not even in the vault. They are out of the vault, ready to go. They are just ready to be sized for you. I'll tell you what, I'm shocked. We've got nobody yet at $29.99. This is amazing. It really is. It's that amazing value that if you're lucky, if you're real fast, and really, it's not luck. It's about skill. This is about just picking up the phone and dialing in as fast as you can. It's not going to be $29.99. Even better value. It won't be $28, $27, $26, $25. And again, what I have is what I have. If I made it, it cost us about $17,500 to make. So forgive me if we're not going to make them. and put $17.5 into them when we're asking $25.99 or better. Let's take a look and we'll make it even better because I want to sell them out. And we've only got 3, so this should be the easiest thing in the world. When a price like that is on your screen and it's not even $25.99, there's 10% off too. So take that 10% and run with it. You're going to feel like you stole the ring and you're going to wear it with a lot of pride. There's so much mirror finishing, so much of the perfect pave all the way across the top. Gals can wear it too, but it's not going to be $25.99, and it would be shameful to let it go because we will never see it again, because to bring that out and ask for I don't know what, but by the 2026 rolls around, which is in 2 weeks, and if gold's even 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 an ounce, we're not making jewelry like that. Because I'm not going to be up here standing here shouting about $50,000 rings. What do I look like? I work in retail? No, this is not retail. That's all fine and well for retail. They ask for 50 grand for rings like this. We are not retail. But ladies and gentlemen, it's only going to be $2,499. There you go. $24.99. Operators, let me know what color you want. White or yellow gold's gone because it happens every single time. Yellow gold's gone before it was gone like 45 seconds ago. Jason was just like, yep, I got it. So now we have white gold remaining and only 2 of those, and it's $22.49 by the way at checkout. So you save another $250 off of that price. Incredible. White gold only. That's that. Yes. Do you want a white gold? 1 left. That's it. 1 gone, 1 left in white gold. We're on our way. On our way. That's what's happening tonight. Call me quickly, get the ring. You will be so impressed. Jewelry is simply not even made like this anymore. You don't even find jewelry made to this level anymore because of the gold weight, because of how hefty it is, because of the great feel and the really solid undergallery and everything that this ring is delivering to you. Not to mention the 110 in the VS diamonds. We're not forgetting about those. That's incredible as well. But $22.49 on your discount. Take advantage. 1 left in white gold. Let's give it 60 seconds and we'll be on our way. That is an incredibly important way to go. Right there and now. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. We're just sending out what we've got. We'll never see it again. And there's a lot of gold to melt. That'd be the first one they melt because they tend to look at what's the heaviest. When we look at how we start the melt process and the right after the show is over, it's the first piece. That first pieces that we melt are the heavier ones. That's where we go first. The ones that are going to bring you the biggest gold payoff, because you got to realize what we're doing behind the scenes is making and creating and designing new for the new year, which is only 2 weeks from tonight. So it's really about taking those really heavy gold pieces so we can immediately turn that into new jewelry for you. And here we are at $22.49 if you'd like that. Last one. It's the last one. I think we've got 1 left in our key earrings, 1 left now on the huge gents diamond. Again, we say gents. It can be worn by anybody, but it's really hefty. Gals, it'll feel a lot heavier than all your other big bands, that's for sure. And then we'll get to, we've got our top of the hour in 10 minutes. Tanzanite is here. We've got a great, big, important Tanzanite for you. What else? Your requests. Haven't had one yet. Almost 2 hours into the show. Haven't had a request yet. Get those in too. Yes, Jason? On which one? The yellow? Let me check. What do they need? Let me see where it is right now. The ring size on the yellow gold currently, I don't know, it looks like a huge size. I'm not sure. It might even be bigger than a 10. It's usually where they start. Oh, it's an 11 right now. It's an 11 right at this moment. That was the yellow gold. The white gold looks like a 10 to me. That one should be a 10 to start. It's usually where our gents rings start, and then we can go up or down from there. Let's get to our really, really special Brazilian Paraiba medallion style necklace or pendant. And then we've got a Tanzanite top of the hour you're going to love. It's part of our anniversary celebration of the stone. That is today. Yes, it is. Today's the day. 7 years ago today, we brought you the very first Blue Wing Block Ds. And so here we are at the tail end of them. Got some great celebration pieces for you throughout the weekend, one a day. I'll have one tomorrow, one Saturday, one Sunday, and that will wrap up our week together. Look at this. This is going to be a really special, there is a Tanzanite for the ladies too, just to mention in a pendant. And I've got this really cool ruby ring. It's like a highway design. You're familiar with those? It's like a band style with a lot of crisscrossing gold weight. Okay, so last, we're leaving one of everything, which is good. Little to melt and a few to go out. Look at this. This is a highway ring with a very large ruby. up front and center. And then call me on that last of the white gold. At the end of the show, the melt process begins. So you want to make sure you get what we have before that process begins. Waiting till the next day. I've had so many of you reach out. I called the next morning because I missed the show, and you weren't kidding. You guys are really serious. Yes, we are. We have to. We have to make jewelry affordable in 2 weeks too, which is when the vault clearance is over and we have new jewelry. If we made it at today's gold pricing, we wouldn't be able to sell a darn thing, let me tell you, because gold's really high right now. It's going every time I watch in the middle of the night, I'll see the news, usually when I'm up and doing my work at home, and I'll have, and they do the gold report, the business briefing on the nationwide news, and every day it's like, there it goes, another $200 increased in price. There we go. It's just like incredible. Never witnessed anything like it, but none of us have. It's happening. But again, we're doing our very, very best here to bring you those values so we can keep the fine jewelry you love affordable. Let's bring 112-4299 to you. And this is an extremely important ruby. It's a carat 42, so almost a carat and a half size, is putting it at a very high level here. But then this crisscross of both diamonds and mirror finished gold bands that do this crisscrossing highway action, it still creates a wider band, but with some open work to it. So it's easy enough and comfortable enough to wear, but you get that bigger ruby presence, carat 42 there. And let's also take it way down for you. Huge value coming up right now. This is one for the ages. I'm shocked. We had that ruby earlier at a carat 12. It was still $26.99. This, actually, no, we got a little lower, but it was still, it was a smaller ruby, and it was still, what, $2,300? This one, going less than $2,000. And it's in yellow. The last one was in platinum. I know a lot of us enjoy rubies in a yellow metal. So yellow gold ruby combination really works wonders. There it is. I love how this looks when it's on the hand, like a separate V-shaped design band almost over another V-shaped gold band, if you will, that's split in style. That's a really important styling right there. And that ruby, it is big. It is really, it's an incredible look. And see how in through the split of the diamond bands, you can still see the gold underneath. It's almost acting as a bridge because there are different levels here to the way that's all set up. Let's make it better than 2000 or 19 or 18 or 17. I'm here to move jewelry. End of the show is coming up. We've got 1 hour left. We'll make this better than 1777. How about 1699? And then a 1529 price tag at checkout. One caller, one only, and a big old value right there and now at $15.29. Then, if you have requests, we got an hour and change left. So we need those requests, and let us get those pieces out to you because, listen, by the time Monday rolls around, if we're shipping on Monday, that means the weekend's kind of off limits because anything we shop for Saturday and Sunday are probably going to be after Christmas arrivals. Today's kind of your last day here, even if it's a one of a kind. We just need to do simple sizing because it could go out tomorrow. And it still gives you a couple business days to receive it before Christmas time actually arrives. Let's also take a look at these gorgeous earrings. I love these. They're florals. They're omega backs. They're diamonds every which way. We've got 5 minutes until our top of the hour comes to show you the big tanzanite we'll have. Take a look at that. That is such a pretty floral. We did bring an orchid earlier that's still here in a pendant, but now the floral in the earring and these yellow diamonds. Incredible, aren't they? Yellow diamonds with white diamonds mixed on the very center and the outsides. It's a larger presence, what we call a button style earring with an omega back, so a nice big presence, over 2 carats total weight. 112-8538 is a carat 69 in the yellow, 36 points in the white diamonds, and it's all fabulous. One pair of earrings, omega backings, great size to them, and they're actually going to be just like they are in the yellow gold with a little bit of white rhodium underneath where your white diamonds are set. Here's what they look like from a distance away on the hand, then with the measurement. 205 in total. This is what they look like. Jason, you still got that yellow gold, correct? Okay, just making sure. Thank you there. And then there you see 3/4 of an inch top to bottom with over 2 carats. This is called an omega. So it just literally, look at how that just hinges open for you, makes it really easy. Then you flip the top up, boom, done. That's it. All it's like a self-closing earring. It's just too easy. And yet what's really doing is it's serving a function to keep it all level so that you've got a beautiful style. So when you see them from a distance away, they sit properly. Oh, I know, what a concept, right? Because in a bigger earring, still a lot of designers just throw a post. They throw a post on there and figure that's going to be just fine. And it's not. When you have a bigger presence and a bigger size and weight to your earring, you really have to think, consider how you're setting that backing. And this is obviously, it's a more complex, more labor intense type of design to do is the Omega, but it's necessary. Otherwise, your earring is going to fall forward and no one's seeing your beautiful diamonds. That's the key here. We'll take another look at them close up. They're going to be so affordable. They are, let's see, let's take them under the $7,000 range. And I want to leave one of these Omegas open for a minute just so you can see the finishing. That's a really pretty inside to that earring. So it's just those little designer details that I think a lot of us appreciate that should be present in a $69.99 earring, but you don't have to pay that tonight. We're going to make it a lot easier for you right now. The very first and only caller. Just the pair. Go right out to you. Yellow gold only. And let's take them lower. $2,999. We'll save you $4,000 plus some. And that's because there's $300 extra right off the price. So $29.99 makes them yours. $26.99 really going to be that price tag you're going to love. So that's going to be it on those yellow diamond earrings, and $300 off, and yellow gold only is how they stay. There's a huge aqua pendant. If anyone's looking for a big aqua, let me flash this one. I have had it many a times. It's last call for this gorgeous aqua. Remember that elongated emerald cut? That's here. So we've got that really good aqua if you've been thinking about that one. We've got Brazilian Paraiba still to come. Speaking of aquas, there's one major aquamarine in a cushion cut stone. Look at this one. This is a huge ring in platinum. Great saturation of color there. I remember this was part of a wheel way back when, and this was the brightest, loudest, most saturated color of the wheel. That is here. Our Tanzanite's about 90 seconds away. We're going to put together a really good value for this anniversary of our Blue Wing Block D Best. The best in the world are right here. So that's going to be coming up. And also, you know what else I thought might be a perfect piece for the evening here, because guaranteed delivery. I mean, we can get this out to you tomorrow. This is one of those that would be an amazing holiday gift, an amazing museum piece, a collector's stone for the ages. Just want to give it a little bit of love here. 8566, the heart-shaped purple Paraiba is here. It is remarkable. It is the color, and look at that, pinks and purples together. I'm going to try to give it a little extra polish because it needs it. It is an 11 karat 14. It's very clean. For an 11 karat stone, that is remarkable. It also has the perfect halo and diamonds all custom made for this stone. And that is going to be our 1114, only one, of course, and it's in the white gold. Here's what it looks like on. Really fills up the finger here side to side. That's what happens with that kind of size. One of the biggest and best sizes we have in a Paraiba overall and ever. There was a 16 karat blue green. It's currently sitting on display in a museum overseas right as we speak. That is no longer available, but this one is here in that remarkable color clarity and shape that really takes it to another level. And let's take a look at it here for you as well. It is one only, and just want to remind you that if you just need simple sizing, it can be right out to you. So maybe that is going to be sitting as that special piece, that really remarkable value that no one needs to know. Did you abscond from a museum with it, or did you just have a great connection into a jewelry store that can provide you with what other stores cannot? And we're not a traditional store, obviously. We're on television. We show you the best of the best, but what a piece. If anybody would like it, as I welcome you into our last hour tonight, thank you for being with us. Happy holidays, one and all. This is our last hour tonight for this Thursday. I'm Lauren Blair. Let me know if you have any requests or anything you need to see again from the show. But here is the outstanding purple Paraiba, and it's over 11 carats, and it's under $10,000. It's only $99.99, but there would be a $1,000 discount coming your way, and then our top of the hour will officially be arriving via the Tanzanite, the 7 karat plus Blue Wing Block D that we introduced to you 7 years ago tonight. So that's very exciting. So a special top of the hour for you. to honor the day that makes this so special. And obviously, we've been so proud to bring you the best tanzanite the world has ever offered us. And it's only here exclusively with us. So we'll see that coming up next. And this is going to be $89.99 for that one collector out there tonight who would like to have this gorgeous purple heart shape. So that's going to be it, $89.99. And if you'd like that for delivery by Thursday, just say the word. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Okay, so it's top of the hour time. And I have been waiting 2 hours to show this to you with very little mention of how we celebrate with a classic oval in a beautiful heavyweight mounting that is $81.69 in our Blue Wing Block D. Welcome in. And again, last hour of our Thursday, things are getting melted here. So if there's anything from the show you'd like, we've had 2 hours. We still got some pieces available for you. Pick them up, call early on them. We'll show them to you and give you a great, great value. Of course, that is what vault clearance is all about. These are the best values we've seen historically on the air in about a decade of broadcasting. So obviously, if there's anything you're thinking about, you are guaranteed the value of a lifetime. This is the time to take advantage of those. But this is a tanzanite that is wearable. It's a big size, yes, 7 carats 04, but it's got a wearability to it with that classic style of the mounting itself. Let's try it on. And I first want to show you the finishing because this is really nice. It is solid finishing. Not every tanzanite has a solid finish under gallery, especially in our ladies' rings. So that's bringing you a comfort level that you really, again, can't put a price on, because if it doesn't have a comfort level, you're never going to wear it. Therefore, you shouldn't spend, I don't care if it's 50 cents, don't spend your hard-earned money on anything that you're not going to wear. Don't do that. That's ill-advised. Just get what you love, and then if you love it, you're going to wear it, especially when you know it's comfortable on. Look how pretty this is, though, side to side. When you see this on the hand, you don't see any bit of the band at all. It's just about that gorgeous center stone and the diamonds that are actually a triple row on either side that are giving it a beautiful border, a great way it's flanked here to really show it off. It almost is like you're giving a halo, but without going the traditional all the way around. That's only going to add more length to the ring, so it just keeps it very wearable. It's supposed to be, because it's been here on the air. It's been here. It's not new. It was to $99.99. That was months back. Now we get the vault clearance going. And I'm going to come in a little closer. And if you're already seeing reds, and I don't know what I can say tonight that I haven't said umpteen times in the last 7 years about this stone. You run out of superlatives. You do. You run out of great things to say about it because, well, it can be summed up in one word. You can truly give a summation of what this stone is all about by saying one word. And that one word is best. Because out of everything that's ever come out of the Tanzanian, of course, there's only one mine, one source, one documented blue zoisite that has ever been this saturation of color ever, which was one vein of one block, and it's done. It's been done for a long time. It hasn't mined in 16 years. There hasn't been block Ds coming out of the ground in 16 years. We got this material 7 years ago. Nobody even knew it existed. This was held onto by the miners and his team, who were actually down in the D block mining this material at the time, saved it, didn't tell a soul that this was even around. The only people that knew about it were the people that were there on scene, on site when it was being mined. That's it. And it wasn't until we revealed it 7 years ago tonight that anybody was aware that there had ever been a saturation level this good. And with all that, all those accolades, and all those wonderful attributes, we carry with us the best per carat value anywhere. On Tanzanite, go shop it yourself. I know you do. You've probably witnessed other people's pricing on Tanzanite from $1,800 a carat to $3,600 a carat to, if you're in retail, it can be $8,000 and $9,000 and $10,000 a carat, and none of that material is going to be anywhere near this quality or this color or this red flash that is oh so apparent here, which, by the way, is always tougher to see in an oval. It's happening on this one. And you're not spending $99.99. We're going to do something absolutely silly here. It's our top of the hour, and this is the day. If you at all want to commemorate this big, big momentous day with us, if you yet don't have one, if you don't want your piece to go to a museum, if you don't want your ring to be melted down, here's how you get it with that really, I love the simplicity of the diamonds, but the way they show off the characteristics of the stone. That is so key. And we're going to take it even lower than $5,000. We're already under $1,000 a carat, which puts it at that great value. Because I don't know many people who have the lavenders that are doing $1,000 a carat or less. We're already under 1,000 and by a mile. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on bringing you the value we love. Not 5, not 4, not even $39.99. We love an auction, but you know what? I can make this happen a lot faster, but you got to be quick. We're not going to have 2-minute warning clocks. We're not going to have a 60-second clock to get the open. It's going to be 60 seconds and it's gone, because already we're seeing a price tag that when there's over $3,500 worth of gold and you've got VS diamonds on the side and there's somebody who put it together with love, who there's labor cost to go with that. None of that is factored into this $39.99 price. And by the way, there's still 10% happening. But given that this is the anniversary, and I have been privileged in my career to have many special debuts, many of which were right here in my last 9+ years here on this network. Many debuts, many worldwide launches, many special moments, just incredible values. I've got to say there's not been anything like this. The Blue Wing Block D has been one of my greatest honors to share with all of you. I certainly hope everybody's got one or is thinking about getting one, because the price tags, well, it's irrelevant. Whatever the price tags do, there isn't any more left to bring to you. So it really is about getting, there's an incredible urgency associated with these stones at this point, because anything that's here is going out to museums if it lasts through this vault clearance. So let's make it yours, and let's do even better than 39 or 38, or even, you know what? I've gone so low, we're losing so much money on this one, because there is that wider band and that fully finished under gallery. And let's take it even further than $38.99, even $38.88, which would be fantastic. There's a lot to be saved, and this is wearable. You know what it reminds me of? It feels like a signet ring on, and you know my signet ring is like my security blanket. I love it. I love what it means, but I also love the way it feels. This feels a lot like that beautiful, bigger weight, that heavy, heavy, heavy gold weight, that nice big platform that just has your stone right there centered up, the diamonds that go side to side, and you know what? Not even $37.99. Let's take this 7-year anniversary and tie it in with a little symbolism and significance here with a $37.77 price tag. And yeah, it's not going to stay there, but I got those 7s to commemorate our 7-year anniversary of having this stone and $37.77. And that means you get that extra discount. It'll actually only be $33.99. Yep. $33.99 at checkout for a 7-carat 04. Think of how remarkable that is. When there's all that gold, we're far, far, far below $500 a carat. Nobody else is doing that, even on really inferior material. So this is the chance you have to pick it on up and get it right now and enjoy this for what it is, a really specialty stone. A beautiful example of what the best tanzanite in the world, and it literally is, and there's only one place to get it, we know that, but it's just about the quality here that you have. So extraordinary. Let me know who's got it. $33.99. I can't get over it. It's under $3,400 when all is said and done, and we're very busy on the phone lines, and whoever gets it first is going to get it. There's nothing I can do beyond that. When it's gone, it's gone. Otherwise, the museum gets it, which they'll be happy to have. Yeah, we know that. The museums are a little mad that I've been selling it so cheap. So here we go. I mean, they are. They're like, stop selling it and give it to us like was promised. You're who we do this for. We supply jewelry to one group. You know, there's so many shopping networks you watch, and they're supplying to everybody else too. And there's all different vendors and different people, and you can find all the same jewelry at other stores. Everything that we do is exclusive to us. This is not like we don't have a TVON store. We don't, sell to the department stores of the world. We don't have our jewelry on cruise ships. It's only here. It's all made for you. However, when you have the best example of a stone the world over, you do feel an obligation to share that with places like museums, where people pay good money. You and I do the same. We all pay good money to go into a museum to see the best of whatever it is. If we're into automobiles, we go to the Peterson Museum. Go to the Peterson Museum in Los Angeles. If you really love history, you're going to go to the Natural History Museum. If you love modern art, you might go to New York City and go to MoMA. Whatever it is, we want to see the best of the best that's ever been offered in the world in museums. That's why we go to museums, to learn, to see unique, to experience history. That's why museums they're entitled to displaying material like this, because any tanzanite they have is no better than what we're bringing. Now, of course, some of the stones are going out to museums. Does anybody have this one, or should we move on? $33.99 at checkout for that ring. It's an incredible value, because remember, that's a big savings. It's almost $400 saved when you actually take that 10% off, which you are entitled to do and should do, because who doesn't want an extra $400 of savings? And it's nearly that. And I'll try it on again, and then we're going to move on, because it's verifying right now, so it doesn't look like it's long for this world. And that finishing on the inside, and what a day to get it. You can say not only did you get one of our superstars of Block D's, and did you notice it's a 7 carat for the 7-year anniversary? Yeah, it's all coming together. That's really nice. It's a special piece. That to me is that little bit of meaning, and it's on the hand here for you one more time. All the reds, look at that. Even from a distance on the hand, seeing reds come through like crazy. That's a beautiful, beautiful stone. So what else can I show you guys? We've shown you everything except 2 pieces. I've got 2 more pieces left, and we still have 50 minutes left, technically 48. So I really need to know if you've got a request for me, especially considering if you want it in time for Christmas, today's kind of the last option for that. Because by tomorrow, everything that you shop from tomorrow on is going to not be shipped till Monday at the earliest. So that's going to put us in jeopardy of getting things to you in time. So if there is anything, today's really the day. We have a color change stain as well. I just brought that out I'm bringing out some other merchandise just in case we don't get a request. And let me show you what we have here in this beautiful medallion style. This is a medallion style pendant with Brazilian Paraibas. It's the tough one to show because it does that. And everyone goes, ew, what's that? And then you go, oh, that's nice. Ew, oh, ooh, oh, ew, ah, look at that. So it's kind of that nice little display issue here with this one, but it's going to be Brazilian Paraibas. I'll keep it at an angle so you can see it's all mirror finished in this disc or medallion. It's like a coin. Coin jewelry is everywhere. I'm a big fan, love coin jewelry. I don't get to travel, so I pretend that I travel by wearing, I like coins from Europe and stuff. Like I love like Italian coins and things like that. I think it's super cool. And they're very hot right now in jewelry. And so this kind of gives that feel without being specific. And instead, we've added something from history because it's the original find, the original mine. This is Brazilian Paraiba. Let me show it from a distance away here as well. Look at how pretty that is. Again, trying to show you the angle so you can see the mirror finishing, because otherwise you see the darkness of the studio. Take a look. This is 112-9683. And call me, check on the Tanzanite. Here's what we've got for you right now on the Brazilian Paraibas. There are a multitude of them. There are 10 points total at minimum in this white gold medallion style pendant. So put your favorite chain right on through it. 10 points is the carat weight. 9683 is the number. And we have, thank you, a very special length here. Let me show that to you as well. So you can see, because it's not small. I think that some of these coin pieces and medallion styles, when they start to get like over an inch, then I feel like they may need like a whole theme, and you need to kind of really reserve a special outfit for them. I think when they're this size, it's an inch top to bottom with the bail, 3/4 of an inch or so in diameter. I think that's what really makes it look so fabulous and still keeps it in that wearable moment. And I'll try to show you without the glare here, but it's tougher to do over where I'm standing. So this is where, again, all mirror finish, just white gold on this one, but you can see if you drape that and maybe you're gonna set that with different pieces and layer it up, yes, it will work on a diamonds by the yard. So you could do that as well. You could put it next to your, DBT-wise, put it on your diamonds by the yard and really kind of amplify it that way. But it's our last call, and ultimately, you can't just go on a carat weight. All the Brazilian Paraibas that have been mined were much smaller than most Paraibas out of Mozambique and Nigeria. You're getting the genuine article, the original find, the best out of Brazil. That's critical, that's key. But you're also getting here a very, very important style with a lot of gold. And this is how it's finished on the back side. And then you've got that bail, which obviously you can put any number of chains with it as well. But I even like that. It's really nicely done. But here's what we've got. A collector's stone. multiple times over. You've got the bright, it is a very distinctive color that comes out of Brazil. You never saw this saturation level of blue-green out of Mozambique or Nigeria. And here's our moment to get it to you. 1 inch in style, white gold only, not even $39.99. A big time value. And then we'll do some recaps. If there are no requests, we will bring you some recaps of what we've seen earlier tonight. But how about this one for better than 3 or 2 or even better than $19.99? When it is one of the collector's stones, but easy to wear, easy to gift. Let's say there's a gem collector you know, a fellow jewelry lover that you know. Can you imagine giving them something as exotic as burnished Brazilian? And by the way, when you see it's flat, it's absolutely burnished. Every stone is set down into the gold. That's part of why there is so much gold involved in this pendant, is because you have to have enough depth of the gold, because remember how gems are cut, round brilliants especially, they have that depth of the culet. So there's a whole pavilion and a culet that has to be actually then set. If you're setting it into gold, and notice how you don't see that poking through here. So there's enough gold to accommodate for the depth of each and every round stone that are diamond cut, that are specialty, and it's going to be better than $19.99. We're going to blow it out. $1,500, stop. We're going to go even lower. I want everyone to be able to collect Brazilian Paraibas at a price point that, let's face it, in the times we've seen them, have never been this affordable. And it's a collector's gem, and you've got a beautiful color, and there's no other gem that quite gives us this coloring, and we're going to do it better than 15, 14, 13, or 12. Let's send them out. They're ready to go. It's made up and ready. So it's going to go out tomorrow, and you put it on a chain. And suddenly you're wearing one of the most highly collected stones in the history of gems. And it's not even $12 or $11.99. I got an idea. We'll blow it out for $11.11. That way it's under, oh yeah, under $1,000 when you say yes. $999 for a beautiful mix of gold here. And just white gold. No choices to make here. Just white gold. Brazilian best. Brightest as can be, and you want neon, you got it. To the maximum capability a gem is going to deliver, and $9.99 will get that to you. So a beautiful way to go, and $9.99, and such a stone that is just, again, more than impact of color. We love a good impact of color. We love that you get brightness and neon and all that, but there is something to be said about this color that also, being that turquoisey brightness it is, goes with everything, looks fabulous. 1 is gone, 2 gone. We only have a couple to go around because matching up those stones is what we prioritized. And you've got each and every one perfectly matched. Among the mix here, what do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, maybe 14 stones. Look, she can count. It's $9.99. That's it. And it matters that they're so bright and so beautiful. And I say 10 points minimum because there's someone's miscounting here. There's no way those are under a point apiece. And clearly there are more than 10 stones. So it's just, again, 10 points minimum. Sounds like somebody just said, let's just slap a minimum on there and call it a day. And that's fine. If you get more of the Paraiba than you paid for, even better. Oh, and that paid for price should have been $4,000, and now it's $9.99 at checkout. So just a big value. Then we'll get to our color change fiend. Let me know if you have any questions about anything you've seen earlier tonight. We'll bring out some recaps. I do have the Malaya Garnet Gents ring. There's a rare of rare stones. We had the Gents diamond piece, didn't we? Let's get to the Sphene really quickly, and then we'll bring out the Malaya Garnet Gent style. Here's the Sphene, color changing. Love this band. Love that cutout detail with the starburst design and the wider style, tapering nicely in the back. It's going to be comfortable for you. We'll take a close-up look at this one. One of the rare stones we do is right here, and what can you say? Rarity, color, brilliance, everything. We still have Brazilian Paraiba pendants. I move before things sell out so that you can still get those items, because otherwise we don't have a lot of time to get requests in. We got about 40 minutes left. We're still taking requests. If you have them, we will still recap anything you'd like to see from anything earlier in the show, perhaps still intriguing to you. Let's show it to you again. That'll make the decision even easier then. And how about this, guys? We got a Paraiba, Brazilian, still here for you. This one's even, I'll tell you, how do we get so much rare? We're blessed with so much rarity here. It's incredible, isn't it? Welcome in. Last 40 minutes, though, and we're going. So this is last call on anything you want to see again. Check out quantity again. Remember, one of those big gents rings in the diamonds, still available in white gold. Check on anything. My key earrings, oh, those keys, they're reversible. So many ways to wear it, but this is our one only Sphene. Take a look at this. This is the only Sphene tonight. It's our 8442 number, and that would be a 94-point oval. It looks even bigger, though. And this is a stone where you pay for every point. Every little point you step up in a Sphene, you're going to pay more. and pay more. This is our light 1 carat, but it looks bigger because it's an elongated oval. So that's incredibly important as well. 71 points in diamonds. They burst out from the center. It is kind of like, it's so apropos for the stone because the stone is so brilliant as it is. So I love that we're getting like this. It's a brilliant mounting. It's brilliant the way we think about things like, let's have the stone meet the moment of the mounting and vice versa. So you can see that where everything just juts out from the center. It has still cut out detailing. The borders are all done up in diamonds and 71 points in diamond weight, white, yellow, rose, gold, you choose. If you want, if you want to get it delivered right away, you got to choose the yellow, which it's in. Let's take a look at this on the hand though. What a pretty, pretty piece this is. And you're getting a lot of gold, starting with a lot of gold and going even more so just covering everything in diamonds. Love that. The elongation of the stone is there. We're going to do something wild here, but there is only this one. I got the $49.99 OG price. We're taking that away. We've got a new discount for you tonight, plus your 10% extra off and all that. And all you need to do is dial. Let's make it happen for you. Really simple and easy. Look at that stone. That stone is gorgeous, isn't it? Lots of brilliance. Goes to complete red, green to red. Jason, what were you picking up over there? Oh, did you get one too? Who is that? Thank you, Christine. From where? Michigan. Thanks so much, Christine. Enjoy your Paraibas. Let's take a look at this fiend and get it out the door for better than $2,000. Nor is it $19.99. We're going even lower than that. It is time. Let's keep moving the jewelry here, guys. We got about 38 minutes to go. Need you to make requests if you have them. Let me know what you'd like to see. Here's one of the ultimate collector stones. Another stone that I debuted. This was a little different than Blue Wing. Like Blue Wing debut was 7 years ago tonight. That was a fun day. That was it's been a fun 7 years. But this stone, gosh, this was going even further back. This was 2017. March of 2017, I debuted this very stone. It was a worldwide debut, by the way. Like nobody knew this existed. We knew regular sphene existed. We did not know about color change until I brought it to you. And what a thrill to bring it now at a new value in a $49.99 ring that's now under $2,000, but it won't even be $19 or $18.99. Let's go $18.88. And that way, 10% off. Makes it even better. You get that for only $16.99. Does anyone want to see the men's Malaya? Men's Malaya garnet, normally a brownish garnet stone. We're going to bring you that rare, it's kind of a pinky purple color. When we had a Malaya the other day for the ladies, it was quick to go. Look at that. Wow. Whoa. That's not even in focus and it looks good. So that's going to be another, it's a new men's ring. So collectors, gentlemen, we had the diamond ring. We got a real collector stone coming out to play. But there is the color change sphene. Somebody's got to get it. $16.99, too valuable to leave here. Don't leave it here. Very important stone. And if anybody would like a cat's eye, hey, I'll give away a cat's eye chrysoberyl. We got a color changing stone and then follow that up with a cat's eye. That's called a phenomenal stone. This is cool. It's got a full transparency. That little inclusion, because these are natural stones. And I think so often, hopefully I spoil you. If I don't spoil you, I make a point to spoil all the people in my life. And if I don't spoil you, we may not know each other like personally, but if I don't spoil you, I ain't doing my job. And this is where I know we get spoiled by like every stone is flawless and every stone. Look at this. Natural stones will have natural inclusions that sometimes don't take away from their beauty or their rarity because we're just seeing it up close. You will never see any flaw when you've got this on the hand. Let me show you. This is a transparent cat's eye chrysoberyl. That you don't see, and it's going to be dirt cheap. 112-6277. Gotta call me. This is going to be one of those that you cannot wait on because I'm going to give away some jewelry. We haven't had a ton of affordable tonight. Let me change that right now. On a rarity in stones that you hardly ever see, perfect round. It's also a carat 04. It's got 56 points in diamonds as well, and what I've always called our hidden hearts. Only because, do you see a heart right now? Probably not. But when we come up close, as we're going to do right away, here you see on each side, there's a little heart-shaped motif happening. So it's like covered in diamonds, yes, but there's that little border of gold that's right around the sides there that gives it a little bit of that, what I call hidden heart. So not obvious when you're wearing it. It's not something you see first off, but it's there and it's symbolic and it's special. And you know what? It's a carat 04 with 56 points in diamonds. I'm going to blow it out. It's $9.99. It is only $9.99, but $899 instead at checkout. So a really important way to get a cat's eye chrysoberyl into the collection, and it's that really bright, gorgeous golden green color, just what they should be. So that's a fantastic value. Great way to get a nice affordable stone. What else would you like to see before we go? Because we're signing off in about 35 minutes. Have a huge aqua in an emerald cut. I've got a really good Congolese tourmaline. Remember that whole wheel of Congo stones? That was fun. But look at this. We've got a Congolese. If anyone likes a more green Congo, look at that stone. What on earth? You want to see a little giveaway here? Bright greens, and that's just wild. That's going to be everybody. You know, people have to say now, oh, that must be AI. It's like every time we see anything now, oh, that's AI. Nothing we're looking at is real life anymore. TV is going to have live TV, that is going to be a hard one to top. Like we're all real and live here, and we can't change anything up. So the stone and its beauty is all thanks to the stone and its beauty. It's not going to be in any way, we can't tinker with it artificially. It's just, it is what it is. And that's why when you see the stone do that, it's pretty remarkable. That's not a special effect. Look at that. Look what that does. Tell me that's not a stone that's going to light up your life. Quite literally. 112-4813. We just need a good old giveaway on a 7-carat 45. What? 743. You know what's interesting? Every time I look at this, I'm going, how is it green and golden and blues? I'm seeing all different colors come from this stone. Well, as you know, a lot of tourmalines are a blend of multiple colors together. They blend many colors together. So you'll see like a little mix here. It's not just straight up green. That doesn't look like an emerald. It looks like the beautiful turquoisey teal blue greens, almost like a peacock color. And it's going to be showing that in the way it lights up. That's why every single step facet is glowing a different color. 49 points in diamonds, one only in white gold. We got the double row on each side, really mimicking the gorgeous, I mean, everything you're seeing there. If I stop, seriously, if I don't stop looking at that, it's going to hurt my eyeballs. I feel like my retinas are saying, help me, stop staring. It's like, feels like I'm staring at the sun right now. That is some really wild color. And we'll take a look at it on the hand. And we only have this one, and it's got to go. And it's going to do all the same things from a distance away. Just probably won't hurt your eyes as badly. Look at that. That's wild, isn't it? One caller gets it, $7,999. It will not be. That's where it started. Where's it going? Where's it going? We're here to move the jewelry. Everything must go. Double prongs in the corners. I think that tells you a little something about the size of that stone. It will not be 7 or 6 or 5 or 4, even $3,000 or $29.99. Here we go. It's a moment to really relish in the most fine of all the tourmaline collection right here. And we're going to send it out right now for just, you know what, skip it. Not even do, I don't even want to do 29 or 28 or 27. Lower price right now. One caller takes it, $2,599. Not a price we've seen very often here on this discount, but $23.39 is going to be your be-all, end-all. Take advantage of that. What else can we show you in our last 30 minutes, because we're there? We have one more evening with you of the week here. It's going to be Friday night, 5 to 8. Then we see you in the morning, 10 to 1 on Saturday and Sunday. And that's really last call here for your jewelry prior to holiday. So this is really going to be it, guys. And last chance, last call on anything you've seen tonight. The melting process starts in 30 minutes. Want to make sure you take that, the floral earrings in the yellow diamonds, maybe the zircon, maybe it's that really rare purple Paraiba heart shape. It's the color change fiend, the opal. This has to be seen again because I got really excited about it. And knowing that since last Friday, I've been debuting a designer line that's called Sorari. And you guys have seen it and know it. You see it in every big retail store and on other channels as well. This was our piece tonight. Now, I know nobody saw it because guess what? It stuck around. I put it up too early. Every single thing I've debuted since Friday of last week from this designer has gone. And here we are with 9860, a carat 70 of all different colors. That is your entire fancy color diamond collection, from the pinks to the fawns to the greens to the yellows in different shades, all set up here side to side, a carat 70. What we need to do is one caller, and this is one of the more affordable of this entire designer line as well. So that means if you've missed out on a couple so far, you may want to go here, not to mention they're all bigger stones, carat 70. It's our last half hour of our Thursday. Our last Thursday prior to Christmas. Oh my goodness. How about that? And 2 weeks from tonight, it's 2026. If that's not jarring, I don't know what is. Looking at my calendar, today I was a little bit, whew, okay, we're there. We got New Year's around the corner. Oh, it's already sold. Okay. Sorry to whoever bought it. I never heard about it. Let's take it off the wheel. And find something else to show you. Like the men's Malaya. They're making a Malaya out of me. Can you believe it? I don't know. Why don't they tell me? It's not that hard. I don't know. Sorry to whoever bought it. Never heard that was sold. All right. Didn't think it could possibly be here, but that goes to show you. Here we are with our Malaya Garnet men's ring, 112-9832. Here we are with a really fabulous Malaya Garnet. It is a carat 04. And it's such a distinctive color because if you've seen me present Malaya Garnets in the past, you know most of them are brown. They're brownish. They kind of look like brown dirt. They're just not all that cute. I really like when the Malayas get into this one. This looks like a pink purple diamond. It looks like multiple colors coming together and then sparkling like a diamond in a round. 33 points of diamonds going around the way in a channel that is created within that octagonal style, fully finished under gallery as well. Men's or ladies, doesn't have to be a gentleman's style. Absolutely could be worn by a lady as well. So now we just need to get you a value. There's only one other gent style that was here tonight. It was the all diamond ring, which is still available in the white gold if you'd like it. So there is still one white gold available in our gent style. The others are sold. Here we are with the Malaya Garnet, rare, rare, rare of a stone. It is out of Africa. It is one of the rarest stones you will ever find in the garnet family. And that's a family that has a lot of rare stones. It's got, I mean, this is a family that's got Tsavorite, Diamantoids, mandarins. I mean, I could go on and on and on. There are some really rare garnets out there. This one of the rarest. And that has everything to do with the fact that if any color variety comes around in a Malaya, that's fabulous. But the fact that this is that particular colorway, which has those pinks and purples together, so it's so unique, it's so specialty, I think you're gonna love it. And again, it could be, it's just a bigger version. This is why we call gents pieces, because they have a certain foundation of gold that has a lot of size to it. That doesn't mean a gentleman has to wear it. We are lucky as ladies, we get to wear whatever the heck we want. I love it. There's a lot of complications of being a woman. This is one of the good things. You get to wear whatever you want. There's no stipulations. It's like we can do what we want, have fun with style, really experiment and really change it up and have some fun. Style should not be serious, and we like what we like, and that's all that matters. That's the one rule. Wear what you like. That's it. And here's our carat 04 with 33 points in diamonds, white, yellow, or rose gold. Finished on the inside, honeycomb under gallery there. And we're going to bring it on down from $69.99. That's where it should be. Welcome to the show. We've got about 25 minutes left. This is when most people on a weeknight tune in. So it's kind of last call when we get started. So this is where, again, dial in with your favorites. Let me know if you want to see something again. Any requests out of the vault, we'll take them. But this is not $3,000 because guess what? We got to switch it up a bit. Let's go even lower than $3,000. We did this earlier on a gent's ring that never should have been. I'm doing it again. And this time you don't have to spend $29 or $28 or $27. This is something very special. And I'll bring it down below even $27.77, which you know I love that price because what it does after the discount. It is going to be so much better right now. Here we are right away, 27, 26, 25, and this one's brand new. It's one of our, it got in the vault for about 5 minutes before it came out to play in front of us tonight. And play it does. Look at the sparkle coming from that stone. 25 it will not be. Let's make it $2,499 and a $22.49 price at checkout. So our last call there. That's the final new men's ring I have of the night. Do want to remind you, in case you missed it earlier, we still have our Conch pearls, Congolese stones, Orchid pendant, ruby ring and platinum, and where is my gents ring? Let me show you what I have left in the gent style with all diamonds, if that is more your cup of tea. We will show you here the last of its kind here in the white gold gent style. Look at this. That is the Malaya. Here is the same price, $24.99, but also $22.50 at checkout for the carat 10 diamond ring in all of that extraordinary gold weight. White gold is all I have left. There is only one of the white gold remaining, and that is it. So that would be 1110543. Just in case you just tuned in, That is here. So $24.99. It's never been that low. Never. And now it's $22.49 instead. So you get a lower price than low. You get the great big value. You get the huge savings. You have a money back return on everything. So you always get that chance to see it at home. See what it's all about, then decide. But for $22.49, with that slab of gold, it really is. This is a big, prominent ring, one of the heaviest rings we've ever made in our history here, and that's a decade of jewelry. There's been a lot of great designs over the years, tons of them as a matter of fact, so to get something like that is extremely important for that price tag, $22.49. Last one of its kind, last call, last chance. White gold, we'd love to melt it. There's a lot of gold payoff, that's why, but I'd rather you have it at home, and maybe it's just gonna be that great gift you give to somebody who doesn't have a big diamond ring, or, you know, sometimes going out there in the retail world requires a good, you know, $60,000, $70,000 to buy a ring like that. That would be a prevention. I think that's going to prevent a lot of us from saying, sure, I'll take one. That's okay, let's do that. No, you don't need to. You don't need to spend that kind of money. It's happening right here and now for $22.49. Do we have a request? First one of the night. Better late than never. Tammy, this is from last night. It's our pink morganite, and it is beautiful. And luckily, it's here. So this is what we're going to do here. We got a 1128448. That's the pink morganite in rose gold. Do have to keep it the rose gold on this one, but very, very special indeed. And here we go. It is a fabulous cushion cut, square. The big, big headline here is the color. It's not the typical color of morganite. Doesn't have the browns and the peaches and those light oranges. It's not that at all. It's that true pink, that beautiful color, that great pink diamond-like, because that's why we said private collection diamond pink color. Certain morganites get an actual pink diamond color. This is one of them. And then a very cool, creative, inventive cutout mounting on the sides. So extraordinary. Just extraordinary. That's it. Extraordinary. 305, cushion cut. Blowing it out right now. 23 points in diamond, stays in rose gold. It's $13.99. It was here less than 24 hours ago. Bringing it back out for you. And that one's one to consider there when it started. So much higher than that. And we've got some really, really cool styles coming up for you. I'm going to just dip into tomorrow's inventory and show you a couple other things. There's even a GIA certified unheated Paraiba in a necklace. It's kind of unique. We don't see a lot of GIA certified sapphires. I have a Chameleon diamond that's awfully affordable if you're looking for the color changing phenomenal diamond, which kind of puts it on the map as the most exotic diamond in the world. And this is going to be what it looks like on the hand. It is $13.99, same price as it was 24 hours ago with that discount. So you'll get it for much better. And that's going to be, look at that. See the movement of the stone is just allowing for, it's not just about pink diamond color. There's, like, for example, this is a great example, I think. Have you ever seen a Peruvian pink opal? They're completely opaque, and they have a pink diamond color, but no one's ever going to think it's a pink diamond because they're opaque and they're just like cabochon cut, and they look like pink rocks. This also, it's not just giving you a pink diamond color, it's giving you a flash and sparkle because of the beautiful stone and the cutting that's within it. It's giving you a lot of the pink diamond characteristics. Because I don't know about you, but I've seen 3-carat pink diamonds. I've just never going to own one. Because you're not going to find me spending $8 million on a pink diamond. Yeah. What's that? The ring size on this one? Let me look. Ring size before we put it back down on the wheel, it is a size 8 1/4 right now. And that's what it looks like, up close and personal. It's firing like it's a diamond. It's got that quality. And then you see like this ultimately like secondary blue periwinkle color coming through as well. Also what really good pink diamonds do. So it's kind of a cool piece. And the details on the side, I was pointing out last night how cool it is that you have an asymmetric design on the side. So one of the ribbons of diamonds is going one way and the other's going the other way. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we had it still. That's amazing. Obviously, since it was the later person show, we hadn't melted it yet. So here we go. This is also the Chameleon diamond. Why not? Green diamond, sure. But it's also a yellow diamond. How? Heat. The temperature environment around it is going to change the color of the diamond. So it's a phenomenal diamond. It is. I know when we rattle off color change stones, we think of sphene, we think of sapphires, we think of alexandrites. We don't think of diamonds. Most people will write in books that they don't exist. They do, they're just that rare. Most experts in the gem community still don't know there is such a thing as a chameleon diamond, which is a color changing variety of diamond. And this one has a GIA cert to back it up. So you get not only a great rare stone in a large size and on a up and coming discount, but item number 112-5426 comes with the cert because they've been able to look at it, do the heat test, if you will, expose it to greater heat, and then watch it change from a green to a golden, and this is the cert. It's not the cert because I'm looking, here we go. Wait a minute, we had a little switcheroo in the cert. Here's the cert. It's our 51 pointer, that's a good size. 51 points, SI2, we still grade it. That's part of the beauty of a GIA cert. They tell you every detail of your stone. You also have 38 points in diamonds, and here is the cert to go with it. So you're gonna get to know your grading report, your pear shape, brilliant, your measurement here 4x6 by 51 pointer on the carat weight, of course, and then you also have fancy, the F word. I love when the F word is on a cert because that means fancy. And most diamonds, I got all kinds of colored diamonds that have certs that don't have the word fancy on them. That's important because that's a whole different level, and I don't know how it'd get any fancier. It's a deep brown, green, yellow because they're also talking about multiple colors because there are multiple colors that show up. Natural in color, not a little funky treatment that got it to do this. It's natural, and in the comment section, it really describes everything they know about why the stone does this. And so here we are. Great stone, clarity grading SI2. You're never going to see an inclusion with the naked eye with the size being 51 points. You would need far greater sophisticated technology to see any further into that stone than what we're showing you now with the 10 power magnifier cameras. I've got a better value than $12,000, thank goodness. Lots of diamond weight to go around it. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and get ready because the last 18 minutes are upon us here. So let's get those few last ideas out the door tonight. And this one, not even scheduled for the show. I'm bringing it down past 12 and under 10, and it's one of the rarest stones you'll ever own. But the cool thing is it starts as a green. Most of the time, if you're in a room temp environment anywhere between like 60 degrees and 80 degrees, it's going to be that green color. And then if it were heated up, it's going to be into that orangey golden color. You saw the cert describe those different colors that are inherently within the stone that it's capable of shifting from one to another. It's a true color change diamond, and it's under 10,000, under 7,500. We're taking it lower than that. It's not even 7 or 6 or 5 or $4,000. It's $39.99. And you're actually seeing a discount on a chameleon diamond times 2. We're going to get you $400 extra saved as well. So there it is, the chameleon diamond. Nobody would expect a rarity like that to be discounted beyond our normal. Our normal is $12,000. You've got a huge savings. We're saving you $8,400 on the ring, and that's because you have a $400 additional savings happening as well. Don't forget about the Gents diamond ring that we have one left of the white gold. Also, a ruby value. We had the Conch pearls earlier that were down to $26.99. Had a really, really good zircon, $22.99 on our zircon, under $2,000 on our big crystal opal from earlier. Just showing you a couple recaps here of what we've had earlier in the show, mostly in hour number 1. Take a look at that opal. There's our crystal opal. That's wild. Look at that. It's fun. You know, I say everyone loves the lights of this time of year. You know, no matter what you celebrate or how you celebrate, I think there's a festive nature thanks to the fact that everything's lit up. You know, we have lights and we have sparkle and we have more color than every other time of the year. And it's so exciting to see all that. And it's kind of sad when it has to all be put away at the end of the season. This is where it feels like opals are festive all year. And especially a really good opal. You need a good opal to give you all the colors. Here's our 522. Great stone to get here. And it's going to be in a larger mounting, dome style, burnished diamonds, and a finished under gallery. Had it earlier tonight. There's your inside. Of course, you can see the solid through and through natural state of the opal, colors every which direction. That one's going to be only $1,999. That's remarkable. $17.99 at checkout for you on the opal. So that's another really intriguing value for somebody who loves a lot of color in one. It's like, to me, it eliminates all these other needs for a lot of gems, because you could think about getting a green gem and a red gem and a yellow gem and an orange gem and all the colors, and then you realize, I don't need to do all that. I got one stone that can deliver everything and pack a punch and bring me a phenomenon at the same time. And this stone kind of does it all. So $19.99, and here's what it looks like from a distance away. so you can see it in a little lower light environment and really see all the colors shimmer on through like you see. So that's a good one as well. Only $17.99 at checkout if you'd like to get it. That'll be one and one only. Does stay in the white gold. We'll size it for you. So that's going to be a good one. Now I'm going to recap the gold and zircon that we have as well, because 14 minutes left to go. Need your calls if you have any requests. Thank you to everybody who did make one, and thank you to everyone who shopped. And a big, big happy holidays as well, because we're getting down to it, guys. We're under the 1 week mark. So big, big moments here to shop and to get things shipped out tomorrow too, which is important. If you get a one of a kind and it doesn't need a gold color change, go ship out tomorrow, most likely, unless there's something complicated to do with the sizing. So really important to keep that in mind. Just talk to your operators if you need something in time. We'll make a little note of it. Make sure we do that. And this one's down to $17.99. Let's show you the golden zircon. And this is a beauty. 5681. Take a look. I don't know how or why. I was astounded when the $6,000 price kept it here. Tonight, something brand new in discounting. It's our 5681 830. Gorgeous golden zircon, and it's going to have the 71 points in diamonds, keeping it classic here around the way. But there is only one. It's in the yellow gold. You'll never even see the gold. You see the diamonds and you see the stone. The gold is really irrelevant unless you're looking at it from the backside. There's a new price. $6,000 ring, $59.99, should be, would be, could be. Look at that. It's remarkable. Everything it's doing. This reminds me of the tourmaline deal. Is it special effects? Is it plugged in? Is there a battery pack I cannot see somewhere beneath the stone? No, it's the stone. Great stone, great cutting, what a pairing. And it's always going to be that lively, bold. It's like a really deep, deep color of sunshine, really rich, very saturated, maybe just sunshine with a kiss of honey. It's a really important look. It's under $3,000, which is already half off. We're going even lower than that for you, and this is your chance to pick it up. It's not $29, $25, even $24.99. All of that sounds good, and then you realize it's going down 10% extra, you bet. And it's going to be better than even 24 or 23. Let's make it $22.99. First caller on that one, that's it. $22.99. It's just basically $2,000 all in. Done. So that's the way to get the gorgeous zircon. I've got emerald drop earrings. They're very pretty. I mean, this is something we don't get to see very often at all. So we'll see some gorgeous emerald subtle drops. They're not too big. They're not too elongated. Last call on the show. If you have anything you'd like to see, please let us know now. Especially we know tomorrow's a busy night. I'm with you in the evening on Friday nights. We call it Club TVON. So remember, tomorrow's a busy night. So maybe you're not able to be with us. I sure hope you will join me for our 3 hours. Pop in when you can. See what we've got for our big Friday night party. And then also this weekend as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. We still got the values and we're still bringing the discounts in, and we saved some of our very, very best out of the vault for these last couple of days before the big holiday. But look at this. Now, this is going to be a little tricky, and this is why they're never here. They're really tricky to show you. This is a gorgeous emerald earring, subtlety to the drop. It's got the big diamond up top. Let me remove the backings, but the backing is going to be all gold with a little silicone wrapped around it so that it just makes it easier to hold on to, and really just an important style. They're platinum. It's platinum rather. It's going to be 112-8898, and they are platinum with that big pear-shaped diamond up top. Let me get you a look at each emerald individually so you can see, because that's where the matching is really important. Obviously the diamonds are going to match, and that's not all that challenging, but getting the emeralds to be perfect, that's where it's really remarkable to see. We've got a total carat weight here on your Colombian emerald cuts. It's going to be a carat 30, so you figure about 65 points each. And then you've got a carat and a half. Wowza, lots of diamond weight. Carat and a half, a lot of that is in the bigger pear shapes up top. Now, what I want to do is hold them upright from a distance away so you can see the kind of style they're going to give and the kind of length that they're going to offer. This is lots of diamond weight. Here's what they look like from a distance with the ruler so you can get a sense of the size. They are 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. They've got one big halo of round brilliance around the emerald, and then of course that big pear shape up top. That silicone backing, it's really important. It's platinum within it, but then the silicone around it, just because easier to hold on to, never loses its shape. That's important as well. Now, I know that one is not sitting all that well up close, but I gotta just put one on briefly so you can see what they look like when they're on the ear. They are so beautiful. And they're not that drop that's overwhelming. This is for, like, it's the drop earring that you don't need to be a drop earring girl to wear. It's like if you're more comfortable in a stud earring, you can still wear these and enjoy them. It's not gonna be too over the top. And yet, there's a big time value, big time. And this is what is so exciting to see. Straight up post, so really easy to wear. Just again, beautiful larger diamond. We tend to love when we have the bigger diamonds in an earring. Tends to be very, very popular. And they are just really finicky. They're difficult to show, and that's why they're never here on the show. But here's what we got for you. A big value under, oof, they were $12,999. That's too much for what we're doing. Take a look at how they're going to look on. You see that big pair? See, that really becomes so apparent, if you will, because you've got that pear shape. When it's what's setting in the ear up top, that really makes a statement, doesn't it? You can see the size. How about that glow? It's in a little lower light now, which helps the emerald look its best, because obviously glaring a lot of light is not what the emerald needs, but seeing it from this perspective when I'm kind of standing in a shadow and I'm squatting down in a catcher's position, this is really just easy to see and appreciate the beautiful color. Let's go back up close. I'll hold them up for you and give you a better value with about 8 minutes to go in the broadcast for our Thursday night. And think about how beautiful this is to wear, to enjoy the beauty, the elegance. They feel regal almost in their design, and they're not going to be $79. That's my price tonight. Look at this. I'm not shy about showing you this information. There's the earring. That's what I'm supposed to get. I just feel like after 2 hours and 52 minutes on the air tonight, I don't think that's going to work. And I don't want him to stay. I want him to go. I want you to have an experience seeing these in person, getting a chance to wear something so elegant and regal. Rare emeralds. I mean, you don't get emeralds matched up very often ever. That's why emerald earrings are a tough ask. That's a tough one. They are just even tougher to hold. Thank goodness you're never going to have to hold them with tweezers on live TV ever. You just put them on your ear with the backing and you're good to go, because they are tricky. But that's going to be better than 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's make sure they go. They're not even going to be $3,000. They're $29.99. One pair of earrings, and if you have been waiting for the perfect pair of emerald earrings, they just might be in front of you right now. $300 off, $26.99 at checkout, and that'll be it, my friends. Last time. We got to go in 7 minutes. I'll see you tomorrow night, Saturday and Sunday mornings as well, as we get ready for the big holiday week. I hope you can stop in and check out what we got going on, and tune in throughout the weekend and see what all we've got from our vault clearance as it continues. Again, 10 shows left in the calendar year here at TVON, 10 shows in the calendar year of 2025. So really clearing out the vault here, and you got 10 more shows to do it, and that's it. So it's really important to keep that in mind as it's going to be 9 now, actually. It was 10 when we started the show. Now it's 9. 9 shows left, if you can believe it. So here we go, ready to celebrate the new year with some new jewelry. But first, vault clearance and things you just don't see all that often. There's the other one, $26.99. Let's show you a Tanzanite pendant here. It's our really cool octagon. What do you think? Octagonal shape, blue wing block D, item number 9595. Last call in the show, 6 minutes plus to go in the night. So let me know what you'd like to see before we head on out. See you tomorrow, okay? So here's our last chance, last call. Let me know what you'd like from earlier as well. There's a lot of great pieces that are still here tonight, and that should not be happening. But here's what we have in the gorgeous 286. Fancy cut, yes. Octagonal blue wing block D. It is the 7-year anniversary, and it sounds like the 7-carat stone to honor the 7-year anniversary is over. Is done. So here we are now with the 286 18-point individual diamond right up top, making that veil. And you've got to look at it from a distance. Here it is from a distance on the hand. I'll give you the measurement. Should be right at 3/4. Look at that red flash coming through. Looks so stunning, doesn't it? And that one's going to be less than $2,000. For a very unique cut. No one else gonna have an octagon cut out there. That's the one and only. We had some hexagons, but not an octagon. And it's still gonna give you the feel of a round. It's not, don't be intimidated by the unique cutting. It's still going to feel a lot like a round would. When a round is on your neckline from a distance, that is what it's gonna look like. It's not really until you see it up close that you realize it actually has more of a specialty cut than just your basic round. And let's face it, rounds are not basic either. So we take another close-up look at it, get it under $19.99 for you. Make sure it's a lot better value. One caller's gonna take it. That's it, and that's a very big diamond. almost 20 points in the diamond itself, almost 1/5 of a carat. Incredible, incredible stone. We're going to make it better than 19, 18, 17. We just got to blow it out. Last call on our show. 5 minutes left to go. What would you like to see one more time? Anything you need. It gets melted down in the morning, so this is the time to take it. But let's make this $16.99 instead and make it all the more affordable for you as we get ready to say goodnight. Let me know. We still have our diaspore. We've got our diaspore. No, actually, do we have the diaspore? Or is that? Let's do the diopside too, because I think that's here. The diaspore is gone. That's right. Diaspore's gone, but a diopside is here. They're totally different stones. We also have, I'm going to do a quick little recap of what we have left here. Don't forget about the heart-shaped purple Paraiba. It's over 11 carats. The gorgeous floral earrings. The orchid pendant. Nobody likes the orchid, huh? I'm going to have to adopt that. Adopt a pendant. Okay, well, I get a chance to shop in about 4 minutes. So this is your last call, and then I'm shopping. Look at this orchid style that we have. See, a lot of these pieces don't get melted down because I buy them. So, you know, it's your choice first, then my choice, then melt. So here it is. There's the orchid style. We did that for $14.99, by the way. So $13.49 if you like the orchid. Those are sapphires in the middle. They're unheated, untreated sapphires. 3 of them. A cornflower blue, a pot paracha, and a green. And then the rest of the way it's diamonds. A carat 10 in diamond weight. And look at the finishing as well. And then a solid little bail, but it's hidden. So you don't have any extra bail. It's just all part of the design element. How? 35 points in sapphires, unheated, all natural sapphires, plus the carat 10 in diamonds, and it's $13.49. So really want to make sure you saw that. It's an important piece, no doubt about it. One of the more intricate designer pendants we've ever done. And with that carat 10 in diamond weight, that's extremely important. So there it is. All right, so $14.99 on that one, $13.49 at checkout. This one is the Tanzanite. That's $16.99 if you'd like to get it. And of course, that comes down by $170, so $15.29. Also, what else was $16.99? Look at this. We had the ruby highway ring. This is also $16.99. So there's your Tanzanite. But if you want all red, not just red flash, you want all red, maybe you want to go get that carat 42 Burma ruby that is so unbelievably pretty. Isn't that a great stone with the glow and the blue red? It's from Burma, of course. It's really what we specialize in, are the Burma best of rubies worldwide, by the way. And we're about to see the 2-minute clock. Those are both $16.99, same price, $16.99 less your 10%. So keep that in mind as well. We'll help you out with either of those. It's one great price. I mean, look at the band. The ring has essentially, it's like it's got 4 different rows of gold. It's kind of like 4 rings have come together here as one to make something really exciting and different and specialty. $16.99 on either one, your choice. That is $15.29 at checkout. It is time to say goodnight in 2 minutes. It's counting down. Any other questions? I know we've got some pieces from earlier that are already verifying Congolese tourmalines, conch pearls as well. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We're back same time, same place, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern to wow you with a Friday night as only we can do. Club TVON is what we call it. It is our holiday party as well. So it's going to be a big, big night. It's our big, really one of our biggest Fridays of the entire year is tomorrow. So there's also going to be special festivities going on, special discounts, special vault pieces. Some of our favorite items of all time are going to be here. I have to leave it at that. So there are some specialty pieces that are also last call. That'll be happening tomorrow. So if you can carve out a little bit of time in your Friday night evening with us, it's going to be a great, great night to stop in and see what we have. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm like counting down the minutes so I get to be with you on Friday because it's also such a big Friday. So big Friday holiday party tomorrow. It's going to be our Club TVON holiday party. We're going to have that plus Saturday and Sunday as well. You know, they're during the day, 10 to 1 Pacific time, 1 to 4 Eastern. So that's our schedule for the next couple of days and our vault clearance as it continues on. Last call here, $16.99. Do you want the ruby ring or the Tanzanite pendant? $15.29 at checkout for either or. Make sure you grab those. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. Phone lines stay open. We can help you out. So make sure you give us a quick call so you know that number disappears when we go off the air, so you won't know how to reach us. So there it is, 626-626-8700. Those two or anything else you might be considering from the 3-hour jewelry extravaganza. Can't wait to hear from you. Let us know if you'd like either of those 2 items. Thank you again for being with us tonight. It's a pleasure as always. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great mysterious Thursday evening. Tomorrow night, big Club TVON party. We got our holiday party. We'll see you then, 5 o'clock sharp. Be here with us. It's going to be amazing. We'll see you then. Enjoy your night. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night, everybody.